Customers had fed me today, so.
Okay.
Live? Okay.
Yep. And we're live.
All right. There was some more sound stuff.
We're gonna get it.
We're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling with it. So, basically, what had happened is in that second half, they got out of slag mines. They went and hired the principal of the school, who's arcanely talented, to go ponder the orb more, and he's gonna come back to him on that. You dropped off an axe, correct?
I did.
With that extra piece they found.
Genta.
Yeah, at the part of the door. So I was working on that to make him an axe. Some coin was gathered for that, and then they heard word of, or no, you guys used the amulet, right? You used the amulet, had a ping that the other chunk of it was down here.
Yep.
Guys went and then they found a operation of crime. There was some children smuggling stuff going on. They put an end to that, wiped everybody out, saved the kids.
With prejudice.
And
this is in the Iron District.
Yeah, it's a Southern Iron District near the Bronze Wharf, so it's a bit of a tough to get there. They left in the morning, it's afternoonish now. Everyone was wiped out, they got him, it was a good fight, and then they just scavenged off. I believe you picked up a tunic that the main person was wearing.
Yes.
It was like sprite-looking guy. He threw some fireballs around. He was wiped out. He had the amulet on him. It was a topaz amulet. They have the emerald and the topaz. There was an assassin that had an interesting eye that a few noticed, and you really noticed that. Scott through, kids were all that. We haven't gotten everything back and gathered, but it was fresh after the fights we were picking up. So that is where we will start. You guys have the floor. There's some XP awarded, or I dished that out, and then we're starting up.
So after examining the glowy red-eyed assassin man with Gutrag, I'm going to go around to the side of the building, out of sight of everybody, and throw up.
Okay, gotcha.
As, this is the first person that Puck has actually killed.
Okay, gotcha. Drew first blood. I understand.
And I'm feeling some sort of way about that.
Gotcha, okay. Character growth, I like it.
There was papers or whatnot found inside the warehouse.
Somebody had some documents.
And we already have those.
I believe he found them inside.
Okay.
Someone went and rifled through. Was that you that
Not
went?
me.
We haven't gone too big into loot yet.
Okay. I know someone picked up some orders from inside.
Was it you and I ran inside to check on the kids?
No, I did not go inside.
Okay.
Did anyone go inside, or am I making stuff up?
I went inside.
Yeah, I think you went inside.
We found the kids, because we checked on the kids in the boxes. Or I checked on them.
The orders were right next to them,
Okay,
so
yeah.
you would have had the orders.
I think I went inside and got the kids out and picked up the orders, and then went outside to go see what was going on with weird glowy-eyed man.
The gist of the orders is that they're from a guy just titled Boss. He was directing Dark Eye and Red Eye to head up the operation, and you were to make the shipment on time, and they had the payments for the shipments that laid out was the orders that you guys found roughly. The gold amount that you found inside, it was like 400 or so, was the exact amount payment for that shipment. And so it's safe to say that the 400 gold found was the payment for the last shipment of kids type of thing. So, and again, I believe you found 60 gold in the main guy's pocket, but it's questionable if that was blood money or not type of thing, if that was crime money or whatnot.
So we can watch that.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do. But
And then I think I went in to do an extra look and found the hidey hole that they would put like things.
yes.
And that was empty.
Yeah, that was empty. Yeah, that was basically where they would store children until
In the
time.
event, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was you and I investigated.
Probably. Yeah.
Somebody was inside.
Okay.
Remember that, yeah.
There was nothing else of note inside the building.
This was definitely a storehouse. It was
Okay.
very rarely used. There's still dust around this, so it was made to look like it was out of use. Definitely all the windows and stuff were boarded up so that an onlooker couldn't look in, but it was made to look like it was buttoned in.
Did we release the kids? Or are we telling them to hold tight till we get
They're all
guards?
knocked out.
Yeah,
They're all knocked
that
out.
was.
Be free.
I believe that I pulled them out of the boxes
Mhm.
that they were in, but I don't think I moved them too much beyond that.
What are the race of the kids?
They are. There is one dwarf, 3 humans.
One dwarf
Yeah.
and 3 human?
3 humans, yeah.
Does the dwarf resemble the masked dwarves of the Pride of the Dwarves?
The Bridors, it's hard to tell, but you can give me a investigation check. I would say investigation or nature.
I was gonna say I'm very strong in investigation. Nature.
If you want nature, you can.
Okay.
Looking for other type of things. So
That's can't
Would there happen to be a stray dog anywhere nearby?
give me perception on that. Probably not, but we'll see.
That's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
You can't tell they look similar, but you
Okay.
just don't know if that's all dwarves or not. So
17.
17.
Dwarf bodies.
You hear what might be an animal, like about 200 feet away or so, possibly.
Okay. Hey guys, I'll be right back, and I'll go.
Okay. After a bit of time, you do find there is a stray dog in an alley that looks a little bit emaciated.
I'm going to feed him some food,
Okay.
and I will, let me see, I think Speak with Animals is ritual cast. Let me just double check real
Okay.
quick.
While he is gone,
Yeah.
from my time at this city, do I know of a location for a guardhouse or a place that I will feel comfortable taking the kids and the orders and the information to?
The copper outpost is very close to the wharf proper.
Okay.
You've been here long enough, and I know you checked out the wharf initially because you're fishing. It's maybe an hour walk from where you're at.
Okay.
And it'd be south or west, all the way down the corner, almost to where the steel district meets. So that would be a guard tower that you feel safe dropping off.
Is this something that I think would be better handled by the guards or the guild?
Guards for sure, yeah. So guild, roughly, I mean, they refer to themselves as a network. Roughly, it's just easy to say guild overall, but they're not a very well-known establishment of the city. They're kind of underground and all of that, so they're not a known entity really, other than some things back and forth. So you in particular, guards is going to be where most of things get handled overall. The one in particular, maybe not, but that's the
Right,
toss
yeah,
up
okay,
there,
yeah.
so.
But they'll get, we're fairly confident they'll get the kids where.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, these are the local
Okay.
guards of that. Yeah.
That's,
So
yeah.
Oh, you can jump in on.
Ritual cast. It is
Ritual-
ritual cast,
okay.
so I'll spend the time to ritual cast Speak with
okay,
Animals.
you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's where I'm guessing we're all together.
I'll say we should. There's a lot of violence that happened here. We shouldn't all leave to the crime scene. I mean, it's clearly some serious stuff went down here. If somebody wanders on it, assumptions could be made. Perhaps 2 of us stay behind, and I mean, who knows? It said something about Dark Eye on that paper. He might show up.
I'd agree. If you guys want to stay, I can head to the copper outpost.
We could try and get guards here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then bring them here.
yeah.
If that's
That,
an agreement, then I'll
might be
start
a-
making my way to the copper outpost.
With your nature check when you're looking there, the kids look pretty rough, like emaciated and everything. You don't know what the best strategy with that would be, either moving them, not moving them, and that sort of thing. But you have that thought.
They're not awake at the moment.
No, they're, yeah,
Are you near? You're off.
Yeah.
with the dog.
about 200 feet
Well,
off.
more
yeah.
hands.
What are you saying with the dog?
So I'm going to beckon him over,
Okay.
and so
Yeah,
that's why I feed him.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
ritual cast Speak with Animals,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
Yeah, I
say,
don't have anything.
"Well, hi there, good boy. Mm-hmm. How you doing? Mm-hmm. Good. Yes.
You get hungry.
Oh, come on. And I'll feed him food as I walk towards the area here.
You get happy.
Good. Are you around here often? Mm-hmm.
Home.
Is this home?
Yes.
And then I'll bring him over here, and I will show him this building. Have you seen this building? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A lot of people. A lot of people like them. Mm-hmm.
No.
What about like?
Point at the body.
I hold one up.
You just see him in the corner. He's
Is there a lot of people that go through here?
What? What lot?
Many?
Yes, yes.
Many people? Yes. Can you smell them?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Did you smell them like a different trail? Can you follow them? Mm-hmm.
Here.
Is there any more that aren't here? Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Can you follow those? Mm-hmm.
No.
Why?
Strong scent.
Okay.
Okay,
guys.
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a freaking field of blood right now.
There's a lot more people that are part of this, but we can't track them right now.
And then, as he says that, I'm gonna start like looking at the buildings that are surrounding us at the moment.
Okay.
Are they all boarded up as well?
No, they do look very abandoned though. So like this one here, no door, cracked in kind of front area, dust galore. There's a lot of hay built up in there, and you think some like homeless guys were probably laying there for a while. These ones on the side, broken windows, opening in the roofs type of thing. Definitely been some weather damage overall. Some smells kind of come out of there, but it's more mildewy, not really like bodies or anything like that. Definitely a rundown part of the town that hasn't been used or renovated in a while.
About how long have we been here?
Probably an hour to hour and a half ish.
Since combat.
Including the whole thing, kind of walking up to it, combat, and then investigating, kind of
So
clearing
like
things out.
15 minutes after or
Sure,
like that,
yeah, 15 minutes.
I'd like to just do a perception to see if anybody's watching us.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
As this is going on, I'm gonna tell you that the children inside the building, I'm assuming that's where we left them,
Dirty
are like emancipated.
You haven't noticed any
Like in bad shape.
activity since
Oh.
you guys arrived. It's not
What's
like this
emancipated?
area was pretty
don't look
avoided by
good.
people,
Oh,
and you're
okay.
kind of picking up
I
that
don't
some
know
people probably knew that something
if
sketchy was happening in this area.
Stay away.
And stay
or
away, yeah.
leaving them.
You haven't
is
then,
the
you haven't
best
seen
course of
any
action.
guards
We could take a
in
look.
this zone, and like you're thinking that the guards even.
And no prying eyes.
Yeah, which is weird because the guards patrol the entire place, the entire
Except for
district.
here.
Right here seems like there's been no guard activity based off his perception. So, 'cause, yeah, you'd expect guards to do checks and like report it, and there's no sign of that since you've been here, and usually the rotations they would have covered that time wise already.
Oh, and I'm sorry to be rude. What's your name?
No name.
What do you call you?
No name.
What do you want to be called?
Friend.
This is friend.
You guys see, it's a very rough looking dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Emancipated.
No mange, but like, yeah.
Google tuft on
I'll give you a little inspiration for that.
Hey,
I
I
like
have
that.
inspiration, so it'll be group
Okay.
group
All right.
XP.
Somebody with that. This will not be group X.
Group XP, then I will pass it on
So
to
be in just
you
a
take
flat
one.
inspiration.
Okay.
You take one.
I've been inspired. Okay, thank you.
This is friend. He's hungry.
There's a lot
But
of-
he also said that there's more people here that were here that he can't track. But there's more people that were a part of this.
Definitely no guards. It doesn't seem like anybody travels through here very often besides sketchy people.
Behind the warehouse, is it more buildings?
It is, yeah.
Maybe take the dog away from the blood.
Why?
Scent.
He can smell. I can smell too.
It affects the dog's scent.
Okay.
I
Come
would
on,
know
friend.
this from like hunting parties and stuff like that.
you're good. Yeah, okay.
Okay, friend. Come on.
Okay, give me a perception check with a dog. It will be with advantage because of keen smelling. I know the DC, I don't know his modifier, just give me the roll. Give me the number.
Those are both pretty good. I think dog should be in the back of the PHP, right?
Yeah. You can use Mastiff or whatever all that. He is a little emaciated, so I'm going to give him a little bit of a negative on that, but he should be good. So they're going to be strong in that.
So direwolf, right?
Mastiff.
I didn't know.
Mastiff. Okay. Perception plus 3, so advantage. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. I was just guessing 3 too in my head.
Yeah.
So 20 was the DC.
Nice.
So he goes, smells north.
Yeah.
Way north.
A lot of them.
One.
One. Mm-hmm. What does it smell like? What kind of smell?
He rushes back to the body of the guy with the weird eye.
Okay.
Like him.
Really?
Yes.
Good boy, good friend. And I'll give him more of any type of ingredients that I have. He said that there's another smell back there north. I don't know how far away, but pretty north of the guy that's like this. Mm-hmm.
And the paper said dark eye.
So this is dark eye. That guy must be red eye. Mm-hmm.
I think he's red eye. He has a
I
red
like
eye.
this.
But he has a
Red
darker
eye.
eye. I don't.
But he's red.
He has the glowy red energy.
Red. That's red.
Are you cool?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I'll point at the blood on the floor. What color is that?
Like a dark gray.
You're colorblind, bro. I don't know this.
Dark eye.
So this.
I don't know.
Okay.
How did you know?
Yeah.
I just assumed
To
that
be
people
fair,
colors
didn't
and the stuff.
read those super
But won't
closely,
people
so
say?
I got you.
Wouldn't you
But I see
associate
what you
gray
did
with red?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to.
Well,
keep
no,
it.
because when I see in the dark, it's the same colors. Mm-hmm.
But it's bright out here.
Well, it's not the dark. Mm-hmm.
I'm confused.
Before we decide
I try not to think about it.
on anything, the well-being of the kids inside is paramount.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spare as much food as I have.
When
But
they're not awake.
there's one thing that I have learned from the warband that I was with is that if there's still one orc still alive, then he's going to still keep doing the stuff. Mm-hmm. I found that out because they murdered everyone. And then it stopped.
I don't know how to feel about that.
It's tough. It's a tough bite to swallow.
Will you go and assess the children?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lead them inside.
Okay. You guys are.
I will do a medicine check.
Good. You can help me with something real quick.
I will
Okay.
guide myself.
Okay. You guided medicine check.
And now I'm over by the body of the
Red eye?
Yeah.
Are you helping me?
I
am
think
helping.
this guy will be of interest to Kason.
Okay. Do you
Uh,
want me to
come
take
on.
him with us?
Well, I don't know.
I can take his
how-
head off.
That's kind of where I was leaning. I don't think
Oh,
being
yeah, absolutely.
walking around the
I'm
city
immediately
carrying.
walking over
Okay.
there and chopping.
Okay, all right.
No qualms.
Actually, I don't have any sort of
Sharp.
sharp object. So I'm like grabbing him just below the jaw,
Oh, gosh.
and then just wiggling back
Okay.
and forth
Oh.
until it pops.
Oh, okay. As you do that, realizing you don't have a knife, which maybe a cutting.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry, bro.
I think we need the identifying, eye.
I'm putting more
intact.
force
Okay.
behind it at this
Oh
point.
gosh. Oh gosh.
I'm not crushing at all.
Okay.
I'm just pulling.
You're going from
I'm standing over him,
like
Predator.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. As long
Roll
as like
strength.
Sure.
as long as the face is pretty intact.
That is 23.
Okay, so it comes off, but you get like the whole neck, like bone wise, and like a few of the thoracic. So you get like a good like 9 like spinal segments
I'll
on
pull
that.
it up by the spine. Here.
Thank you.
Do you want me to carry him? You want those squiggles
No,
right now?
why don't you hold on to this
Okay.
for a while? And I'm gonna go behind the warehouse and throw up again.
Okay, got it.
I'll tuck the spine into your belt and then.
Oh my gosh. Give me a perception check. Jeez, man.
It's 14.
You hear him yak around the corner. It's a very audible. You get the smell of the whole. Yeah.
Fresh blood.
Jeez. Medicine check.
12.
Okay.
This isn't
There
This isn't
is
pussy.
a bit of
Like
sweat
cards,
on
stealing
each
people's
kid
money.
that has a discoloration to it. Has a greenish tint. You think there's some sort of drug at play.
Mm. My first reaction was like, I'll purify food and water. I was like, wait, kids aren't food or water.
No.
Yeah, you're not playing pink.
Took a dark turn real fast. He's like, what are you looking at there, nobody?
We didn't find anything in the warehouse, just some rations.
Shit.
So you said it was something along the lines of some type of
That's as far as you get with the 12.
some type of like poison,
There's
possibly
some sort of unnatural effect happening here.
unnatural effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a drug, maybe a magic thing, maybe, they're just really sick and there's some sort of weird, maybe they caught something, but some sort of is going on with these kids.
Okay. There's something ailing them. I might have something. Let me see.
What do you mean?
Like if you see their sweat, it's like unnaturally colored. It's not supposed to be like a light gray like that.
I'm gonna like check
There's a greenish tint to it, yeah.
in my time, like out, like in the wilderness or anything.
Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, and you've seen some natural feverish kind of. This is not that. You've seen like some rot and some rashes and all that. It's
And there's-
different. Yeah, it's
okay.
different.
I'll go ahead and ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. There's definitely a poison effect affecting them. You think some sort of chemical agent or something was put into them type of thing, but they have the poison status effect right now for sure.
Okay. Yeah, they're being poisoned. It has. Oh, so this also says let me pull it back up again. The type of poison. Wait, hold on. You can identify the kind of poison,
Okay.
poisonous creature or disease in each case.
Okay. With the nature check on that, like background of that, this was a not poison ivy, but something akin to that. It was a real strong herb that is sometimes used in medicines and antidotes. But if concentrated, could be used to knock someone out for a period of time and kind of keep them that way.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's basically they've got an overdose of that herb that is getting them, and it's akin to a poison ivy. So.
Okay.
Are they stable at the moment?
They are. They're just knocked out. I
Then I
will.
will like go out and like talk with the rest.
How many kids are there?
4. We'll say the common name for that is the bittersweet. That's what they'll call it. Yeah.
That sounds like a great spice.
Well, it can be used for good or bad. It's bittersweet. So.
Do you think the authorities might point fingers at us if we bring them here?
Not with the bodies.
I guess with the
And the
information,
orders.
yeah, the orders. We should run those. Who do you think of all of us is the fastest? Me?
I'd say, what do you do?
Go for it.
Okay.
We should get the people here as fast as possible.
My only concern now is that the scent is north. Is it strong?
We should follow that and take care of them. Like I said,
But we
if you
can't.
still keep it alive, it's more kids.
But we can't leave these kids unattended.
No. Give me some time.
I have
I
an
need
idea.
I have something that can help.
We can tie a note to your friend here and send him to go get help.
He'll follow food.
Hmm.
What if you promise him a lot of food? And I can run along.
What if we start some type of fire so that way guards have to come?
I don't think starting a fire around the kids
The
will
buildings
help.
are wood, right?
What's up?
Around it, the buildings are wood.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, yeah.
We might start
Maybe-
a lot more chaos.
Maybe not.
Oh, not okay. Yeah, we don't want to do the same thing that happened on the one village.
Oh God.
That was a bad idea. You're right. Okay. Okay. I can go get a guard. But I can also help the kids. It's either of the two.
You think you could make them
Do we want to address the scent and pursue whichever one of these?
Definitely
We're
want to.
assuming it's because he smelled like
him.
shiny over there.
We don't have a lot of time either.
Yeah. So.
Because if they find out something happens, then they're gonna run or hide or
Right.
come get us.
And after the arsenal he shot at Gutrag, I find that a little concerning to let him roam around and potentially get the drop on us. Because that was already sketchy enough.
That black arrow was the same one. Can I compare? the black arrows? Like he was
You
firing.
can compare. How are you looking at them?
I'm pulling the other one out.
Well, like, are you going to investigate them for type of things?
yeah,
Or you,
yeah,
okay.
I'll
Investigation's
investigate.
fine,
Are we
Look,
treating
you
this like powwow as a short
Yeah,
rest?
okay.
This part, no, for reasons, yeah. I'm waiting for you guys to make decisions and things will happen or not.
Gotcha.
So.
I have an idea.
10.
They look identical.
I'll take one of them.
Okay. Which one? The original one or this one?
I'm taking the extra one, and I'll have 2 of them.
Okay, gotcha.
I have an idea. Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well,
You go ahead. No, you.
Well, after the is dealing with shining over there wasn't a mean feat. Are we up to that?
I am ready.
I have not.
I can. Mm-hmm. If I help the kids, I can. Mhm.
Gotcha.
But I have an idea.
You can sit down and free bloody.
Friend,
I'm-
mhm.
Yes.
Ralph.
Yes.
Can you do you know what? Have you seen people that look big and have a lot of armor? Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Have you seen ones that like walk around and tell people to shoo away and like hold people against themselves and stuff like that, like a guard? Mm-hmm.
No. No.
How do I describe a dog? A guard to a dog?
That's what I was thinking.
Does he know does he know dogs that do a similar job? Like a guard dog.
But how do I describe it? How do I describe a guard?
Well, so a dog that has a place that it's his job to protect a human like that. That might be a little abstract. I don't know. So if we could connect it to something maybe he's a little more familiar with.
Or you could say, people that take away bad people.
I have an idea. Can I do a history check to see if there's any guard posts near like a market or like a food vendor or anything like that?
Yeah, pretty low.
Good call.
Yeah. Come on, man. Pretty low roll.
Guidance. Let me just check my intelligence real quick.
Okay.
That's going to be a 5.
That's the DC.
You lucky.
There's a very large two-sided outpost, the Platinum Outpost,
Nice.
that is right near Barrel Harbor that goes into the Iron District proper, that guards the largest gateway to Amethystia. That is very much in a center area like you're talking.
Nice. Okay. Is that far away?
That is very far away.
About how long in terms of dog sprinting? is
Dog
that away?
sprinting,
Yeah.
about
Oh,
6
that's
hours.
Oh.
He is emaciated too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the copper outpost would be the one we.
That's definitely the closest. Yeah, the Copper Outpost does the
Is
southwest
the south.
area.
Okay. So it's the proper authorities for
right.
this area.
The Silver Outpost splits the south a bit, but it's more the east part of that. So it's like south-southwest, and then kind of south-southeast is the two.
Okay.
Gold is near the entryway from steel into
Right.
iron,
Okay.
and then platinum is the bigger one that has a two-sided deal that has the harbor, the Barrel Harbor, and then the proper part of like the nicer Iron District area, and then the gate temple.
Do any of us know the outline or what's in this vicinity, what's north?
Good question.
So you guys went south to get here. So northern would be like Careless Tap, and then Pride of the Dwarfs, and then further north would be Platinum Outpost, and then further on would be Barrel Harbor.
Here's the other thing: is don't we need the dog to track the guy?
Yes.
So sending him to go find the guards kind of kneecaps us.
I could.
Which direction is the copper outpost from?
South.
West. Southwest, yeah.
Okay.
West, it's basically west, but there is a little bit south.
Hey, friend, do you smell any other friends nearby?
No. No.
There's no other friends nearby.
I think we have to make a tough choice here. We should choose the right tough choice. I don't know which one.
Your new friend said that there were Were there
Go.
others with the familiar scent? Or was it
just the one, just
one?
like him. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what is this area called? Where are we at?
We're in the Iron District near the Bronze Wharf.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
The looks of this area, this is an old rundown town square.
Yeah.
Do you think the big warehouse building may have won at point being a town hall when this was a lot smaller?
Yes.
But similar things on a larger scale have been built further up north.
As much as I don't want Shiny's partner following us around and ambushing us, I'm not going to leave the kids alone.
Do I think I could carry all four of them?
No.
I could help.
Okay. They are poison.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Do you want to move them? Do you want to not move them? That's one of the choices.
So from his description of it, it puts him in a state of like suppressed animation, right? Like
They're knocked out with the poison with what he rolled, and to detect it's the bittersweet. So a lot of that has been input in their system, and it has the toxin of knocking people out.
But they were in crates, presumably to be moved somewhere.
Presumably, yes.
so.
Especially if they were taken out of the hidey hole and the hidey hole was empty.
Mm-hmm.
So
We could put the kids back in a crate. You and I, whoop, take them. These two go.
That sounds like a bad idea.
It does.
So
But carrying knocked out
Having
kids
just
too.
two big motherfuckers carrying a crate with children in it is not. Through
Is
the town,
Is it suspicious
it's
to us
a horrible
like
idea.
carrying them like
I'm
this?
probably
too?
covered in blood and I've got a man's head hanging from my
And
waist.
that's
I'm bleeding
also
from-
yeah,
yeah.
if we said Gutrag, he doesn't need his that.
what's the tallest building here?
The warehouse is a 2-story building.
Am I able to climb on top?
Let me
Sure,
take it.
you can make
You
that.
gonna take the head?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it-
I'm gonna wrap it up in
clear,
my
like,
coat, kind
this
of make a
is-
bundle.
This has
so I
like
don't
a
have
good
to
line
look
of
at
sight
it.
of everything.
Well,
inside.
watch out.
Yeah.
It stains.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
This is a
Yeah,
great
this
vantage
is-
point up top.
It's okay.
No,
I
this
wasn't that
is-
fond
this
of
is
that
gonna
code
be-
anyway.
To your discretion.
Trying desperately to ignore the
Druid
terrific.
craft. I can
Yeah.
change the weather at your location for 20 for
you
the
walk
next
around
24
Terry
hours.
that
Okay.
This effect,
there's going to be questions we don't
this
want to
effect
talk
might
about.
manifest as a golden orb that clears the skies, a cloud of rain,
Okay.
falling snowflakes of snow, and so on.
Yep.
It says the effects persist for 1 round,
Okay.
but it says it changes the weather for 24 hours. So I was curious, can I make it so that way it's snowing here? And then in this area where it's obviously snowing, and then I want to see about extending my staff up and having the top light on fire as like a torch.
Yeah, we could roll with that. I'll say the snowfall.
You know what? Actually, instead of snowfall, let me do a thunderstorm.
Okay, so it's not gonna. It'll be a very localized patch.
Yes.
It's real tight. It won't last very long because again of the 6 seconds type of thing. It'll have to brew, so that'll take a bit of time. That may work to your advantage, where it might be a sort of a signal type of thing. There will be a crackle of lightning that kind of comes down on that type of thing. Not anything strong enough to impact type of thing, but there'll be kind of a static discharge of it type of deal. Okay, a few raindrops for sure, a sprinkle effect. Roll a Arcana, and we'll see how this kind of foils here. How it goes.
I might be able to help a little bit with this.
Okay.
So you're creating like
Lightning.
thunder. Yeah,
You see me
so
climb on
they're
top
like
and I'm just
dark clouds and stuff going
Yeah.
on.
They are
okay.
forming, yeah.
So can I use prestidigitation to create a message in the clouds?
I'll allow it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Because I can leave like giant symbols and stuff everywhere. So
Yeah.
what do we want to say? Help or
Send help.
send help? Okay. Yeah. So as that's when the clouds get to a point that they're dark enough that I think it'll appropriately
Put
bag the.
put a crest of the guards on. Mm-hmm.
Put a little hard.
Put their
Emoji.
Just emojis.
Also, you can roll with advantage because of the
Yeah.
Nice.
prestidigitation.
Okay.
You said this was a 2-story building?
2-story building is on top. Yeah.
You want to check the first floor?
The second floor is visible
Okay.
because it's a storehouse sort of thing, right? Again, with town hall setup, there's like a desk up top type of
Okay.
thing, but it's it's a half upper floor type of thing. It's not anything special like that. So.
Okay, that's going to be a 13.
Okay, I will roll 4 guards. Okay, pretty good. You don't know,
Okay.
but I know the rule, so.
Are you guys
So-
confident?
Huh?
Are you guys confident?
I think it's okay. We should do this for a couple minutes and see. How long would it take guards to get here from the Copper Post?
About an hour, right?
We could do this for about an hour.
If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna try to patch myself up.
Okay. After 10 minutes, there are 2 guards coming
Hey.
from the same angle you guys are at. Everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
18.
Hey! I need that extra. That's
Thank
a
you.
22.
Good.
22.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Up there.
Do I even need to say mine? Because no. I'm kidding.
He noticed it for sure.
13.
You do not notice it.
16.
You do not notice it. You guys notice.
I'm just
They walk up.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to pick up a weird noise a little bit back with them that you turn, and you're able to just spy the corner. There is a cart with them.
Is that normal?
You don't know, but the guards walk up without the cart. But you're sure of the noise you heard and the timing that they had the cart.
How official do they look?
They're guard uniforms, crest and everything. They're official.
So they're in the
guard
center.
uniforms fit well.
Yeah.
So they're in the center.
They
walking
walked up. There's 2 right.
Okay,
you
so
can
they're
use-
just
you
obviously
can use
just-
two
yeah,
guards.
right, yeah,
There's 2 guards.
I don't know. They
coming
might be
right
trying
there.
to Star Wars it. Or
So I
something.
will drop my druid craft
short
and I'll
so
come
you
down
guard.
from the thing.
They say, "What?
So
We saw this cloud, and you need assistance."
yeah, so there's we found a warehouse where bad people had kids in crates, and we fought them and we got them killed, but we don't know what to do with the kids. So we thought we want to
Show the orders.
And so I will have disguised myself not as a tiefling.
Okay.
Middle-aged, brownie man. Officers, thank you for your quick arrival. Yeah, as my companion is saying, we were just passing through and we happened upon these reprobates who were. we ran across some suspicions about them. We did a little scouting and found out that they were
Really bad people.
keeping children captive.
that's
This is
terrible.
This is something we couldn't stand for as upstanding citizens, and so we acted. We had no idea what was going to happen to the kids. So there was a little bit of a kerfluffle, unfortunately, but we made it through. The kids are inside. There are 4 of them. They appear to be some poisoned in some way, as my friend can attest to. We also found these orders, kind of indicating that this has been going on for some, and I'll hand the orders to the guard. And so, we think there might be more of them circulating around. We have suspicions that there's at least one dark cloaked guy with a weird eye that might be floating around connected to this, and so we want to get these kids safe as soon as possible.
Okay. And you are wearing masks, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So as you're speaking,
Yeah.
you hear like kind of behind the person you're speaking to, you hear some whispers, like a. And behind you see a cloaked figure, also wearing a mask, and on the side he's looking directly at the gentleman in front of you overall. And his mask has 2 areas that seem to be glowing eyes of some sort. They're glowing a light blue. And on the neck of the guy you're talking to, you see a matching light, a symbol on that guy's neck. And it is this symbol. I'll give you the paper. It is
Thank God. they're
that
going
symbol. And you'd recognize it as that.
Oh.
So it's very clear that thing you're seeing behind is projecting that onto neck of guy you're talking to.
So can you help us?
They go. I think we can handle the situation from here. Is this everyone here? Any of the bodies? Is this all everyone involved?
I think so. There might be one more.
How would you know there'd be one more?
He's a good friend. Feed the dog and yeah.
The dog.
He smells someone else.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to be paying attention to the dog.
Okay.
How was the dog reacting?
Give me an insight check.
Ooh. It said preparing your order for the last 35 minutes.
On that? Jeez.
12.
12. The dog has cowered a bit. He's backed up a bit and he's kind of low.
Alright, that's going to perk me up a little bit.
Okay.
I am going to watch the mannerisms, the way they talk. Do I believe that they are of good intent?
They are very suspicious right now. You don't know if that's just them being suspicious of you killing on that, or if there's some nefarious type of stuff going on. But there is an odd tension in the air.
So, there's this figure that's wearing the mask. Is it identical to mine? 'Cause mine is like my whole
Yes.
symbol. Okay.
Point of order, do I see this person?
No.
Okay.
I'll start leading the guards. Like, the kids are right here.
Yep. All right over here.
Okay. At the mention of kids, there is a sword that's thrust towards you. So we'll roll initiative.
Okay. That takes that out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's okay. I'm just gonna have that one.
Okay, that's not good.
I did a little bit better than last time.
Yeah. Two.
I rolled a 2 last time.
Yeah.
Something real low, like less than 5.
Oh yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Getting pretty good numbers, man. These dice were bought for Gutrag, so it's like they're like happy to be back.
How are we standing here? That guy's not here, right?
I was about to lead him, so I'm over on.
And you were
Yeah, and
attacking
I was right there talking with him.
I think we're all with,
Yeah, so.
Okay, I just
And
need
then-
here.
dog.
And I only saw the symbol of one guy.
Oh, use the cool.
The guy you were
yeah.
talking to at the time, yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't pay attention
Yeah,
to
I
the
didn't.
guy.
I didn't. Yeah,
The one you were looking at.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Just wanted to clarify that. There's like 5 different directions I'm going right
No, it was, and you'll, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I will say, when you give it some time to notice overall, the area you see that in is a very big scarred patch on the neck, and it's kind of highlighting that.
now. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so you're thinking that was branded of some sort of that, and it was highlighted. More is kind of the area you're getting from that. But in the moment,
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this all kind of happened kind of fast.
No doubt. I was trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody above 20?
Not this time.
15 to 20. 10 to 15.
11.
13.
13 for Gutrag.
That's our high.
Yeah.
11 for Thistle. 5 to 10.
8.
8 for
Not quite.
Badur. And what is Puck?
3.
3 for Puck. Okay. Wow.
I was caught off a little off guard by
And I was
spectral
I'm pretty
figures.
beat up, so.
Okay, and it is technically a surprise round on their thing. Gutrag, it is so surprise round. How we're doing it? It's still initiative. You're acting before them. They rolled kind of low in initiative, so you notice the action of them striking towards you. So you no longer have the surprise condition, but that will end your turn. Same with Thistle. You rolled quicker than them, so you notice that the blade's coming towards them, so you don't have the surprise effect, but can't act on the turn. Badur, you rolled higher than them because they rolled very low, so you see the knife going towards them as well. You don't have the surprised status going towards you. See the blade coming towards. Goes to the thieves. The attack will go off onto you.
Okay.
The second thief will be attacking Badur, and it's going to be a thrown dagger at range. Okay. Just because you look very bloody, he thinks he can take you off easy. So
Interesting.
Well,
Puck has a surprised condition. So, but. All right. The attack on
blame
you
the masked figure.
was a 10 to hit. Okay. So it's a swing. It is a miss on that. The thrown attack is a thrown dagger. Is a 9 towards you.
That's not it.
Okay, they rolled dick. That is the end of their turn. I do need just 2 minis, just kind of spread us out.
Yeah,
here.
we got it.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so yeah, that'll work. And Puck, you were up. You are no longer surprised
No longer
now.
surprised,
Yeah.
okay.
No longer surprised in the round. That will end your turn though.
Die.
Okay.
Surprise round.
Fair enough.
Goes to the
Yeah.
top to Gutrag, Mr. Proper on that.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
I'll say
I
that
believe
way.
that's how that's rolled with surprise
Fair
because the
enough, that
surprise
makes sense.
status is
Yes.
the thing. So.
Oh, what the heck? I'll pull.
Ho, ho, ho.
So they'll be.
In my mind, do I think I can kill this man in one swing? Because I don't
Oh my
really
God.
want. I don't want to kill this man.
You'd have to make a check for that.
I will use. I will non-lethally strike him
Okay.
for a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, and that's a D4.
No. That's,
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's. Are you unarmed striking him, or are you hitting him with your club?
I'm hitting him with my club.
Okay,
I
so
can,
it's still
I can
club,
non-lethal
it's still club
with my
damage.
club.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just not swinging
Okay.
through the pitch. You're just kind of swinging to knock out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For,
If you use a sharpened weapon, it's going to be like a butt end type of thing.
Gotcha.
But
10 damage.
10 damage. He's still up. He's all right. He's probably injured, is what you'd say. Okay,
Extra attack.
go for it.
For 13
To hit,
to hit.
misses.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes that first hit, and the second one just sidesteps it and dodges.
Okay. I'll say, stop this! Why are you doing this? And then that's me.
Okay. They'll say, "This is beyond your knowledge. You're going down with us." And goes to Thistle.
No,
That was
no.
the other guard this week.
No. This is no. We're just trying to help, and I'll do hold person on the one that threw a dagger.
Okay.
Hey.
Fails.
Okay.
They have not rolled above a 5 yet.
Hey.
I like that.
That's all.
Alright.
And I will bonus action chalet.
Okay.
Actually, is it bonus action? It is. Cool. Yeah. I'll bonus action chalet.
Okay. Badur. How does your chalet look? What form does it take?
So it's just a normal staff, everything like that. When I cock it, it's going to have a nice glow to it,
Okay.
and then it's going to be like an ironwood. So it's
Oh,
going to be
nice.
like
Darkens up a bit?
Yeah, it darkens
Okay.
up a little bit.
Reminds me of freaking One Piece, hardening armament
physical
hockey.
stuff?
Armament hockey, yeah.
Or is it magical?
They freaking like their swords, like it's all
Old
like dark
person.
blades because the blades
Old
turn
person,
black when they put the stuff on there. It's like
Oh, yeah.
dark
Yeah,
blade
paralyzed
strong.
people.
Yeah, it's a whole.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty dope. I like it. I like the theme.
Yeah, I would imagine just magical.
Badur.
I don't remember if there's a whole person.
I am not in a rage
Okay.
because don't want to kill guardsmen.
Okay.
And I am going to go and try to unarmed strike this guy around me out.
Okay.
Dude, she just texted.
What?
Get way out of my league. Way out.
You have no lead. Come on, man.
Dude.
No.
At
Bro.
13.
13 to hit. Was that with advantage on the whole person?
Oh. 17.
Hits. That's a stun, correct?
Paralyze.
Paralyzed.
Auto crit, I believe.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold.
So it's
Yeah,
just
you're good.
5 damage modifier, right? I don't roll for that.
That's wild.
It's one plus.
Right,
I'll say it's
that's
2
what
plus,
I'm saying.
because it's a crit, so it'll be 2 plus your
Inspiration trait.
Alright, so 5, 7.
7. Okay, you have a plus 5 on the strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, 7 damage to him.
Yep.
Okay, he is going to tense up, and you think that he resists some of that damage.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Concentrating.
He is
Hold
bloody.
person.
That goes to them.
Can you use reactions when you're paralyzed?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
It's on the
Yeah, he has a thingy.
He has a
Can't,
thing.
can't,
Not really.
can't speak. Yeah, I was like, I had to read it. So. They can use reaction.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hold tighter, hold butt cheeks.
1, 2, 3, come.
So the one that's stabbed is the non-paralyzed. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna go for another stab on Gutrag.
Okay.
That's 11 to hit.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go. This is not looking good. Puck.
All right.
Oh, and the other one makes a save at the end.
Yes.
That is a 21.
That makes it.
He is no longer, but that will end his turn.
Yes.
Okay, 2 things real quick. Is the master figure still there?
Yes.
Okay.
He's kind of in and out. You see him kind of shift and then shift and then shift.
Gotcha.
He's
Okay.
kind of floating there.
Second, which one? I don't. It doesn't really matter. But which one's the one with the red glowing on
I
it?
don't know.
When you look at both, they both have it.
They both have. Okay.
Different areas. One you actually
It's
see
not saying.
underneath his clothes
Mm.
has that mark on the side.
Preparing your order.
Gotcha.
Want
Okay.
to give him a call?
Yeah.
Well,
Do your next turn then.
Pucks.
Because you're next.
We're about rolling the dice, so we're gonna trust the figure. Which ones are they?
The one with the bow is the one that threw the dagger.
Right, and which one's the other one?
This
the
guy.
stabby guy.
Okay. And that's.
I've been trying to keep the
That's
enemies
you?
darkened and
Yeah.
That's Brent.
Dog.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Dog.
I'm trying to see if I can get a good angle here.
he comes out of wild shape as you say.
Is it possible for me to step in front of Gutrag and do something, and then use the rest of my movement to get out of his way?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to step in front of Gutrag,
Yeah.
where the 2 goons are lined up,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tap into my heritage and cast Burning Hands.
Okay. Is that a save from them?
I believe so. That one I don't have on the deck. I think probably because it's burning.
Tastes like burning. The bow wielding one for sure saves. The other one does not. If
Okay.
it's a save. Vastly different
I
rolls.
believe Dex save.
That makes sense. Lightning Burning Hands. That is a dex saving throw, DC 14.
One rolls a 12, one rolls a 19.
Okay.
No, 20.
Okay.
2d6? 3d6?
3d6. So that's
It's a low level sneak attack.
4,
That's what he was trying to do.
6, 3. So 13 damage.
Okay. One that saves is critical,
Yeah.
and the other one is bloodied.
Yeah.
You
So
hear
critical blood.
Yeah, so I just step in front, and you, as I kind of pull the more hated parts of my heritage out, my eyes both glow a little more, and there's runes that kind of appear on my horns, and I shoot out a blast of hellfire from my hands, and then step back behind Gutrag.
Okay, good try. Good turn.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. That is one more order complete. Okay.
Hey.
So it's at the front door, I guess.
I'll check.
Goodness. That's not what I wanted to
Also,
do.
anything in the
Yeah, I
area that's
forgot.
flammable is on fire. That's not being worn.
Yeah. When that's cast, you see the masked figure like sitting up on top of a corner of the roof, like
Yeah.
14 to hit.
Okay. 14 does not hit.
I bibbidi bobbidi boop him again.
I appreciate the man in the wall vibes.
I'm trying. I'm really
23 to
trying.
hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
I'm assuming this was the same orders as last time.
Yes.
Okay.
Knocking him unconscious for 12 damage.
Okay.
Ice. Thank goodness.
Yeah. That was on the bow wielder or on the.
That is the only one in my range.
He is knocked out.
Cool.
Okay. Thistle.
Jesus.
I don't think that's enough.
Wait, that's not everything then.
There's only one battery.
4 sandwiches.
I just got a small sandwich.
Yeah, there's 4 sandwiches.
There's 4 sandwiches?
There is?
I got a Pepe, a ham and provolone.
I'll start.
Unconscious or dead?
Unconscious on the one.
Nice.
Other one standing is bloodied.
no, please, we didn't do anything wrong. Please, guys, no, these are guards. We don't want to do this. And I'll cast Hold Person on him again.
Okay. That's fail.
Nice, okay.
That's all I get then.
Looks like there's ham as well.
Just me. That's it.
You have Paralyzed still?
I added bacon on mine.
You have ham?
Paralyzed still?
Yes.
Are you a ham and bacon?
Uh-huh.
I didn't pick a size, so I'm worried that it gave me that big one.
Oh.
Probably. I'm worried about that.
This one's got ham as well. Potentially bacon.
This is bacon on it.
Trade these. Alright.
I am tuna. Nice.
I got the big ass one. I was not expecting it to be this
Yeah,
big.
big.
Yeah, that's what I was like, I really hope I was the one that got the big one.
Right?
Yeah, because I have
Jeez.
lunch tomorrow.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
When I go to Jersey Mike's, I like doing that with the regular. They cut it, wow.
And I forgot the range.
Ah,
So.
looks like half the reason good.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Is it me?
This what you did? Yeah,
Good.
what's the Badur?
I'm gonna attempt to put the guy who's standing into a rear naked choke
Okay.
and like put him to sleep.
Okay. Roll on armored. Roll on armored. It's flavored that way, but we'll still have to adhere to the knockout rules.
23.
Hits. That'll do 6. You're starting to get a grip on him for sure.
Yeah.
He's still up. He's holding on to it, but you definitely put the choke on.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, tighten it up, put that on the carotid, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It goes to him. He's got to roll.
Does Paralyzed do the auto crit?
Oh yeah, it's 1 more damage. Sorry. He's so good. Yeah.
Paralyzed, he's thinking it a little deeper.
He rolled a 20 to save on that.
Oh, wow.
That's end of his turn. Goes to Buck.
Okay.
Fuck is this?
What did you get?
Bacon?
Bacon
And only
less-
bacon?
Bacon less tomato. I see bacon and tomato. And cucumbers for some reason.
I think with what's going on with Thistle and seeing what they're trying to do, just these men have been marked for death.
By who?
What?
I'll tell you later.
What do
And
you
I'm
mean by
going
that,
to-
big man?
I'll tell you later. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that Badur is holding.
Okay. Roll. Roll to hit. Jeez. Hiccups are back, dude. Immediately something goes in there.
That is a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
End your turn.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Gutrag.
You're telling me to kill a guard right now.
I don't think these men are who they say they are.
I feel the same way. I'm trying to choke this dude to sleep.
We can knock him out. Figure it out
That's what
later.
I'm trying to do.
I'll step over and try and help Badur.
Okay.
I'll like gut smack him.
Go for it.
Just
Stop
straight from the solar
resisting.
plexus.
Stop resisting. Yeah, it's not a hit, it's a 13.
Misses.
With another one that is a 26
It's
The hiccups got you.
for 11 damage.
you hit him square in the diaphragm. It sends the rest of the air out of his lungs, and with the choke on, he just knocks out immediately. Okay, got 2 KO'd guards.
What do you mean they're marked for death?
Why do you want to kill him?
Mass figure is gone.
The what?
Mass
figure
figure's
is
gone.
gone.
Is the
Okay.
card still there?
Cart is still there. Empty cart.
Is the mark on one guard's neck completely obscured by the scarification, or?
When you look at it,
Uh-huh.
you can make it out, but if you didn't know what to look for, you would have no idea. It looks like a large scar patch, but you're able to see that markation like in there, and it's
Okay.
been layered over.
Gotcha. So fairly difficult to convince somebody else of.
They would have to have similar training or background to you to be able to identify this.
Gotcha. How about the other guy?
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And comparing the scars, it looks like that was done by the same instrument, the over. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, with your background, you know that gets put on certain people.
Right. Okay. These scar patches are pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, on both of them, I'm going to pull up the one guy's shirt and
Yep.
show you guys both of these patches. These scarring patches are an attempt to cover up a mark that indicates that these men have betrayed or otherwise gone against people that I am associated with. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Kaysen or with the man who raised me.
What do you mean the people who you're associated with?
Well, as you know, I've been doing some work with Kaysen. And I am part of a small part of that organization at the moment.
Oh, so they're against the secret guys?
They're either against them or against the man who raised me.
But which is it?
I'm not sure. The symbol that's been covered up is used by both of them. And right before they attacked us, I saw a masked figure who resembles the entity that I serve and bears a striking resemblance to my foster father.
The entity that you serve?
Yeah, the god I accidentally sold my soul to.
Oh. Oh. Wait. Hold on.
You do see that this is problematic if the guards show up and there's 2 knocked out guards and us standing over
I
them.
do, so we need to get them into a building quickly.
What do we do now? Because we can't call the guards.
I hope you're still on the way.
Huh?
I think you're still on the way.
What these are then?
I would say that Kaysen, at the very least, is needed to deal with these two. If it is something that the organization has ties to, he will at least be able to lead us in a better direction. If it has something to do with the person I serve, that could get a lot stickier, a lot faster. So we need to move quickly. We need to get them out of sight, and as far as I'm concerned, we need to get the kids safe and get out of here.
I'll start grabbing one, moving them in the building.
I'm gonna start moving the cart.
Okay.
Is the cart completely empty?
The cart is empty.
There's also a strong possibility that one of the reasons that we're having trouble finding guards in this area is there might be some sort of corruption. Now, that's just a little conjecture based on these guys, but we might find ourselves in a much more dangerous situation than we realize. So I would advise we move quickly and get out of the area.
Let's move the kids into the car.
Sounds like a solid plan. We can get them to the
Copper.
outpost quicker on a cart.
But that's not going to look too good.
Better than a kid.
Yeah.
But remember that one time that you and I were going into that one city and we had a dead person on our horse? The guards thought that we killed him. Mm-hmm. That was
I'll
not
tell
a
you
good
what.
time. Mm-mm.
I'll tell you what.
Funny.
Let me drive the cart, drop you guys off a couple blocks away. We'll drop the cart off in front of the guard station, get their attention, change my face, and get out of there.
We could also scream, help, 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 as we move these kids along the street. Maybe we'll come across an apothecary or something.
We could also do that. But whatever we're going to do, we need to move quickly. Especially if
Okay.
those two are associated with Shiny's friend.
No matter what, kids on cart. Mm-hmm.
I think
Should we tie these two up?
I think for the moment that's advisable if we're not going to get them. Now,
What if we put them in normal clothes and tie them up?
that might help. That does pose a question of what we're going to do with them. Because we can take them on the cart, but
I
as
thought
you
you said it had something to do with the secret people.
it does. But so we either need to bring them to Kaysen or bring Kaysen here, which means we would have to leave somebody here to watch them. Right?
How do we bring Case in here?
Well, we'd have to find him, and I haven't seen him for
And a couple days.
a couple days. So,
But we do know where secret people stay, though.
Yes.
So we could take them there.
If I can't get Kaysen to help me, hopefully somebody else there can help me. Shoot, maybe Brack can help me.
I will stay with these two. You take the kids. I'll stay out of sight, out of mind.
Okay. There may be more coming.
I think I can
Shiny's
handle myself.
partner might be here.
How long is it back to the Careless Tower?
Where it comes to it.
It's a
Both these motherfuckers
I'd
can
say
get out of here.
hours.
About 3 hours.
I can do that.
Because this scum isn't working.
Who got near the cart? Did anyone get near the cart? Okay, you would notice that there are indentations in the cart, like scratches, very used, that are roughly the size of boxes.
The crate.
Shit. So these are the guys that were.
Coming to pick up the kids. I'm gonna check these.
There's no other cart in this area.
I'm gonna check them pockets and everything to see if they have.
The cases were out of the hidey hole, as if they were being ready to be transported.
Yes.
I'm gonna check these guys to see if they have any paperwork or anything on them.
They have
Get our orders back.
Yeah.
30 gold on
Good
each of their bodies.
I'll go to my phone.
If we do get them to my friends, they may be able to get more information and we could maybe possibly save more kids.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's happening?
Rope tie.
Okay, tied up.
And you're staying in one of the other buildings?
Okay.
Do I need to unlock anything for that to happen?
Unlock.
So, we're not sticking him in the warehouse, we're sticking him in one of the other abandoned buildings.
Oh no, they're all broken down.
Okay.
You can just
Okay, gotcha.
It's not, yeah, they're not locked or it's
Okay,
just
gotcha.
closed, yeah.
So,
You could also just go into one of the open holes in the wall.
I wasn't sure how abandoned some of these
They're
were
bad,
talking about.
yeah.
So, okay.
And so then you three are doing what exactly?
We are putting the kids on the cart.
Okay,
and
kids are
then-
on the cart.
Yeah, we are going to drive the cart towards the copper outpost.
Okay.
I'm going to drop my companions off a couple blocks away.
Okay.
Take the cart in front there, get a guard's attention towards the kids, swoof out of the way, change my face, and make it back to my friends.
Okay. All that goes smoothly. It takes about an hour to get over there. Kids are still knocked out.
I'm still currently disguised as the middle-aged man with the brown hair.
Okay. Guards come rushing out. Everything. You do notice that the carts at this outpost match identical to the cart that you have. There are other crates here that match the crate itself. There's a lot. You probably spot like 50 plus crates, and they're in and out type of thing overall. So you think that this is regular shipment type stuff of this outpost. You don't suspect anything nefarious with that, but you think there might be
There could possibly
an
be.
operation within this whatnot, that sort of thing.
Now, with that, given the location and everything,
Yeah.
do I think it's wise to alert the guards to that, or do I think there might be some present that might be in on it, and I'm stirring up a bigger hornet's nest than I'm ready for right now?
Give me an insight check. They're already alerted though. By the time you notice, it's like by the time you
Right.
get close enough to notice that they're alerted, they're off.
Yeah.
Because you can give me an insight though on the guards that do.
Yeah, well,
there are two.
this is kind of a decision whether I stick around to try to explain things or skedaddle out of there. And,
I hear you.
the insight you said?
Yeah.
One sec. That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. The two that come up seem genuinely surprised at what they're seeing, and they seem concerned.
Okay.
So you're getting a good.
So these two with the
these
very
two
least.
specifically, yeah, you're getting a good
Okay.
reading from these two type of things. So they come up and they rush. They try to flag you down to just talk overall, but the one says, "Oh, he's gone." The kids are the priority type of thing.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
start tending to like, call the doctor, call the medic, and they
Yeah.
start.
And
homing
I
for it.
will.
The horn
as-
goes off.
Yeah, as
to
I'm
alert.
leaving, I will leave the orders on the seat
Okay. Oh, the cart.
of the cart so that they.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so orders and kids are taking care of that. Okay. Hour goes by.
Can I treat that as a short rest? while-
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
you may short rest in that time.
All right.
And you may level during all that if you've got enough XP to cross your level.
I did.
So that can all be handled there.
Yeah, and then I think I changed my face to the small red-haired
Yeah.
urchin
Okay.
to kind of make my way through crowds more easily and things
Yeah.
like that, and meet up with my companions.
Okay.
So
Gutrag and
we-
Thistle.
Yeah, and so yeah, they kind of pop up next to you guys.
Okay.
Go well.
I think so. The guards that came out seemed trustworthy.
As long as they're in good hands.
I think so. I'm a little concerned that this might be bigger, much bigger than we thought. The cases that were being used are pretty common cases, so it would not be hard for multiple locations to potentially be doing the same thing. I'm not sure what kind of bag of worms we've gotten ourselves into, but
As long as somebody's watching the kids.
yeah, I definitely need to talk to somebody about this.
After the hour, you hear a stir from the two. There's a grunt, but they stay knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, if I needed to, I would like press the knee again.
Yeah, that's only you know. Jeez, only you notice from no inspiration. There's no stir. But they don't pop after that hour type of thing. So still knocked out on that end.
What are they wearing?
Guard uniforms.
Any armor?
I mean, normal guard armor. It's light armor for them.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
okay. No half plate.
No, of course not. No half plate. Jeez.
Might be
Full
slightly-
plate armor, magical. Yeah, it's like,
Might be slightly
You got
suspicious
Tarrasque
as to what
shell
we're
on the
doing,
outside.
but,
You know, your standard stuff. Or,
The guards half plate. Like
You.
I've trained all the guards at the I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I am gonna keep my ear close to the wall to like try to hear outside if anything's coming.
perception check.
That's good. 21.
Nothing is stirred.
Okay.
Silent.
Nice.
You three met up near the copper outpost. What's going on?
I don't think there's anything.
Let's go back.
Yeah, I think it's important to meet back up and.
Is the dog with me?
No.
Okay.
As you left, the dog trailed you for about 5-10 minutes, and then zipped off into an alley.
Okay.
Presumably to get some food.
Makes sense.
Coming back, the three.
Yes,
Okay.
and coming back to the best of my ability, because I'm pretty paranoid about Shiny's partner at this point.
Yeah.
I would like to be just keeping an eye out, seeing
You could do.
if I see any cloaked figures or anything like that.
You're on high alert. Don't notice anything. The hour walk back. On the next hour, there's a bit of stir. Nothing. They're still knocked out.
Okay.
And then you hear those three approaching, type of thing. You perk up, get the ear, you get sight of them, and you guys are now all four back at this location.
Gotcha.
It's about 4 o'clock ish.
What do we do now? We either try to follow the scent or take care of these two.
Do you think you could get in touch with friend again?
I am.
I'm not
I'm really
specialized
tapped on
in
my
extracting
on
information
my magical abilities
in
right
that
now.
kind of way.
You would know in general too, with the time that's passed, it's very rare you get that.
So,
back. It'd be kind of a tough. Yeah.
With these guys, either I need to pass them on to someone else, or they're too much of a risk to leave alive.
Do we have any way of tracking?
With how long it's been, the scent's probably gone by now. Mm-hmm.
I think taking care of these two would probably be the best bet.
We might be able to get some leads. Now,
We have no cart now, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Heart was
yeah.
just for you.
um,
You could probably carry one.
is there?
I mean, it's still carrying a body, but
pretty close to a wharf, yeah.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Wharf's just south.
Yeah.
By 30 minutes.
So it's not out of the question that there might be some sort of card or something over at the wharf that
That's
one
toss up.
might be able to acquire.
Maybe. I mean, you can try whatever.
Okay. You said it's about 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
How far away is the wharf?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
Also 300 XP for that little RP roll there.
We don't necessarily need both of them.
Shit.
I have no qualms killing somebody.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait!
Whoa!
Wait, why are we killing one?
We don't need the current tool.
Like I said, we don't need the second one.
Unless we can acquire a mode of transportation in which we can secrete these two gentlemen and cover them with, say, a cloth or something like that, getting them all the way back to the Careless Tap to possibly see Kaysen, God knows where he is, or talk to somebody else. That's kind of a tall ask, and I am not particularly good at that type of information extraction. Now,
Now, do you think if we woke them up, that they would still be under acting the way that they were?
that's, I would say, probably the marks that they attempted to hide with the scars indicate that they're on the wrong side of somebody I work for. So,
We either kill them or leave them.
yeah.
I have an idea. So you can carry both of them, right?
I carry one.
Okay. So we tie them up really good.
Okay.
Put a ball gag on, so that way they can't make noise.
Kinky.
And then I can make them invisible. Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
About an hour. Mm-hmm.
How far away is the Careless Tap?
About 3 hours.
Let's see.
Well, that would at least
I can
get
do that
us-
twice.
You
Mm-hmm.
do it twice. Gets us
Wow.
significantly
And we
closer.
can run the
Is-
rest of the way.
And it is 3 hours at a normal pace. I will say that.
So
I think running
would
with a
Gutrag
whole
and
dude on my shoulders, though.
Badur be
It'd
able
be
to
exhausting.
move?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
What's the value of keeping these two alive?
Well,
I'm starting to get irritated.
they might have information that could lead us to save more kids.
But what is the
Now
chance?
that is a big if, and
And what are the chances that these are two normal guards that have been brainwashed and they wake up in the Careless Tap in the basement and they have to deal with it?
if they've been brainwashed, they should not be marked for death by the people that I work for.
How about I wait here, you try to find somebody at the Careless Tap?
That's a long time.
What if
That's
it
a
was-
long
Is
way.
it?
What if we rent a wagon service? Mm-hmm.
Is there one nearby?
I don't know. Maybe. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's as good an option as any. That would certainly
Door to
make things a
door.
lot easier.
Mhm. A little history check. Do I remember seeing a wagon service nearby?
Go for it.
Hey, that's pretty good. 15.
Any proper wagon service you've seen is more in the central part of the districts, and usually they just go between the districts type thing. They're used mostly for commerce. That being said, on the way down, you did pass a blacksmithing shop, because those are quite common in these areas, a smaller mom and pop. They did have a cart outside that you think had carried ore at one point, so there is one that is about 25 to 45 minutes away from you.
Let's say like a taxi service type deal.
It would not be a service. Yeah, you think you could steal that one possibly, and it would work out for that. That's the only one in the immediate vicinity. The closest service you'd think would be probably 2 hours away. So it'd be in more in that proper center area. So possibly one down by the wharf, but you don't know how that works exactly if one went that way.
Okay. I'll step outside and photosynthesize.
Okay.
Regain a third spell slot back.
Okay. How does it look?
You just see me step outside, do a good little stretch, and I just pull up my staff, and I'm just like waving it back and forth for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
He turns a slightly different shade of gray.
Oh yeah, you all notice a very pleasant aromatic smell when Tink does that. Or when Thistle does that, excuse me.
I love it when you do.
Slip of the old oh, you got that nugget. Yeah, you smell amazing.
So ultimately, part of this is, do we want to continue pursuing whatever this rabbit hole is?
We're presumably we've alerted the authorities.
Yes.
Hey guys, I just realized something when I was out there communing with nature.
Yeah.
That's what you call that.
Give me a little bit of time, and I can get us.
You can
I just need a little rest.
You need a what?
A short rest.
How about what are you gonna do?
I could turn into a horse.
That would help.
You're gonna turn both of them invisible, then turn into a horse or both bodies.
I mean, we might not need to turn both of them invisible. Put them up on a horse, cover them with some of these guys' cloaks.
We've tried that. It doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Not that I was thinking like Gutrag to hold on to him or something. But that might be a lot for horse Thistle there.
I can stay focused on it.
Well,
I
I
can
just
concentrate very good.
these two guys and the Gutrag on top of that's kind of a heavy load.
Hello. Guy! What are you trying to say?
You're like 6'11". I'm like, you got like a foot and a half on me. Come on.
It's just string being, man.
Shake all
You
the time
can
you
grate
need.
Is that the plan?
cheese on those abs. I mean, I don't.
Warhorse is very strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Warhorse is
We're
there.
good.
Warhorse, yeah,
We're
okay,
good.
yeah,
Spicy.
that's fair.
Is
We're
that
good.
the plan? Short rest.
Yes.
Okay. 30 minutes go by. Good to go.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second. Let me do this short rest on here.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not going to jail because they're going to try to stab me, okay?
That's fair.
So is the option of just killing them
And
and
Okay.
leaving them?
There,
I am not
there is
going
that
to
option.
jail for killing a guard who tried to stab me either.
I will go ahead.
Well, I mean, if we
and
just left them here, they
shapeshift
could have
into a
happened
warhorse.
on a
Okay.
Warhorse
this
is one half, so I
shindig,
can do
and
that.
they
Yeah.
were
Actually,
trying
sorry,
to save
before
the
I do that,
children and
I
tragically
will
died, but the children were
cast
saved.
invisibility at third
Depending
level.
on how you
assuming
spend that.
they're already
I
prepped.
mean, we don't
Yeah.
even have to be there. They
I will
can
cast
come up with
invisibility
their
at
own
third level.
conclusions.
I'm not
Do
too
both
fond of
Is it a
lying.
concentration?
Yes,
I
it
try
is.
not to.
Does it drop in
Fair
the
enough.
second one?
Murder
Cast the
lying,
second one?
so, like,
You
No.
say you do both.
no, no.
Target two creatures?
Yes, third level is 2 creatures.
Okay.
I think if it
I
was
was saying
one
like
or
two,
the other,
two,
but it's
but
both.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. Two creatures both. Okay.
Yeah,
Invisible.
so
I
and then I will
understand.
shapeshift into a warhorse.
Okay. You have invisible guys and warhorse.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, put the
Wow.
throw the
Drops concentration.
Yeah, so you just lump them over.
Just crushes it.
Because I don't have a lot of experience riding horses. So I'm assuming one of you two has at least slightly more experience than I do.
As far as the
Boats,
warhorse, one
horses,
person
this
and then
right?
2 unconscious people.
You're fine. Yeah, I'm not
Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
So I will just be ready to take off
Okay.
as soon as that's
yeah,
Okay.
Going?
mount.
whoever's doing
Yeah.
what, whoever's
I'll
on
lead.
you and whatnot.
Oh no, he's running.
Oh yeah, I'm
running?
going
Yeah.
full sprint.
He will beat Yeah. you guys there for sure. Yeah, if he's going.
I'm 60 dashing on it.
He's
Okay.
the lightest one of us.
You're 60 dashing? 60 feet dashing?
Okay.
120
alright.
dashing.
120 dashing.
Yeah. So if he runs, he can make it there in like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So-
dashing would double you guys' speed, make it an hour and a half run,
Yeah.
and he's twice your speed, so it'd be 45 minutes run.
I'm like, you're needed to explain this, and I can pick him up without him even saying anything. I'm just gonna put him right on top of
As
it.
soon as
Okay,
I have
yeah,
that,
I'll allow it,
yeah.
I'll
as
allow
soon as
it.
I have that purchase, I'm just.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at you and guess who we're walking
I'm still
down.
disguised.
Let's
as
run, let's
the-
make it a race.
It's kind of goofy because I'm still disguised as the urchin, but I'm still actually the same size. So you end up like grabbing above the urchin's head and just.
Nice, okay. So yeah, you two will make it there 45 minutes. Are
Okay.
you two racing?
Yeah.
So, how far is Gentle from the Careless Tap? I have to go.
It's like a 30-minute from there. That's the same zone of the district. So,
Alright,
it's
so
just
I
under-
will race him, but when we come to a stop, I'm just gonna continue to go
Okay.
get my axe.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
I need a. Let's do a strength check and a Constitution check. We'll see who the winners are, and there'll be a tiebreaker if there's a tie.
So
Wait,
stay
one of each?
strength.
Yeah, one of each. Yeah.
Alright.
Strength first, then Constitution.
Puck's just kind of
Glowy,
rolling on for dear
strength.
life.
Con.
Okay.
That's the great thing. It's not animal handling.
Yeah. Thank
Stink
goodness.
handling.
Yeah.
Stink handling.
Oh, dang. Oh my gosh, you got me doing it too. Thistle handling.
So 15 strength,
Okay.
and then a 23 con.
Wow.
That is a 16 strength
Okay.
and a 18 con.
18 con. Okay. So when the race initially starts, you come off to a very fast start in the head race. It hits you like a wall about halfway to 3/4 there, and you start slowing down a bit. His stamina kind of kicks in, and he starts to take. You guys are neck and neck at the final of that. I want you guys to each just make a flat roll, no modifier.
A flat roll.
No modifier.
11.
17.
There's a second wind.
I stick my
Of,
club out.
And he's able just to cross pass, so he makes it to the Careless Tap.
As he's like turning to smile.
Oh yeah. He just, yeah. So you are. Point of order. How do you stop?
Oh
You
yeah.
slow down gradually, or you just come to a halt.
Tumble.
You tumble.
Yeah,
Okay,
tumble.
gotcha. As you're tumbling, your stomach rumbles a little bit, and you just diarrhea.
Wow.
Have you ever seen track?
Yeah.
Field? If you don't slow your run as you're going at that speed and you're going for it, you crap yourself.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
It is.
Alan experienced it. Like, well, not him directly, but like that was in the. Yeah, if you don't like do the slow down run, like, you're done. Or like if you fall, it's just done.
Did anybody notice me?
No. You're
That's
clear.
funny.
Them two have already been there, and he's already gone. Type of thing. So that is a moment.
Nobody around in this area noticed me?
It's like 7-ish. So
Okay.
I
Alright.
mean, there are people probably looking over. No one close enough. Like people got out of the
To
way.
hear.
That, yeah,
Okay.
no one close enough to.
Good.
Yeah, and it's not crazy, but there's enough. You're like, okay, something happened.
You wear a loincloth, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's
Did
yeah.
it get on me?
I mean, you can you can feel a bubble. We'll just say that. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll waddle
watch
in
them
to the
Okay.
Careless Tap and go to the
Straight to your
quarters.
room.
Okay.
You don't even say
Just don't even look at Drag. You're just like.
Yeah.
Looking
You-
down.
Yeah, you
I'm
two
like,
see it
I
very
won, but I'm also kind of lost.
You see very sweaty Gutrag go through.
Yeah.
So you two got there early. How's that go?
So we get in there, get the two reprobates off of Thistle's back. I'm assuming that's probably a good idea to do before you
I was gonna
stop being a horse.
I was gonna say, so we get there 45, so
45.
15 minutes of invisibility left. As soon as we get there, I'll shapeshift from a horse to an ape. That'll
Okay.
be my second
Ooh,
shapeshift.
Okay.
And I'll put them on my shoulders
Okay.
and just stay broad to the point where I can still have my hands and then go in
Okay.
and just try to be as nonchalant as possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
As much as an ape going into a tavern.
Fair enough. Is Kason in his usual spot?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh. What I will do is I won't mold my equipment
Okay.
into my body on the shapeshift.
Okay.
I'll have it out so that way Brack can recognize, oh, this is just Thistle.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So Bragg part of the?
Yes.
Okay, so I will.
Yes.
I mean, he could kind of not be, but
He's the bouncer.
Well, he could be associated with it, but not necessarily a member.
I didn't take
Okay.
it for being very
Both.
buoyant.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
just making sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just like if I go up to him and he doesn't have the right information, that's a waste of
Right,
time. So I'll go straight up to Bragg.
Hey, no, Thistle, I've told you, no animals in the bar.
There's a good reason.
There better be.
We how do I explain this? We kind of sort of broke up a kidnapping ring.
Oh.
I like it.
And a lot of unfortunate people died. That's their problem. But while we were trying to rescue the kids that were kidnapped,
I'm gonna cut you off there.
Yeah.
Just talk to Sylvia. Don't be saying that in my
she's here.
bar.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay, all right. I'll just
Don't talk about bar like this in public. Get down. What's he doing?
Those are the well, I said not to talk about it. I was getting that. There's dudes. I have dudes.
Oh, okay.
They're-
Take them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Go to
Okay.
Sylvia.
Is he allowed to come down with me?
Go down there.
I was asking DM.
Oh no, yeah, he's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, DM was rubbing his eye.
No, that's okay. I didn't state that. So
We're good.
yeah. So that's all. You don't mind? Help me out here.
Oh.
All right. So we'll go down to the underlevel of the Careless Tab, and
Your first time seeing this back near where the kitchen area you're at,
Uh-huh.
there's a secondary hallway over there, and Puck grabs kind of a loose board type of thing, and grabs, and it opens up into a hidden basement. And there are now stairs that lead down into a secondary part of the Careless Tab.
Enough to fit an 8?
Oh yeah, one
Yeah,
very
okay.
wide, yeah, enough to
Okay.
fit a brag.
Okay, cool.
and
So I'll go down.
I will turn around after opening that. Turn around at Thistlebum. And then, and then we'll make our way down. Assuming Sylvia has some sort of office or something.
Yeah, so her office is actually, so the hallway it leads down, it goes right past her office.
Okay.
So there's kind of an entry section, and then it goes into the proper area that no one makes it past that office without her giving her the one.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Is the door closed?
No, there's no
No.
door.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's-
I'll just kind of poke my head around, and I am no longer disguised. And talk once more. Sylvia, are you in?
Yes, Buck, what do I have as a pleasure?
Well, my companions and I kind of ran into.
What is
We-
that?
we-
What is that smell? It smells aromatic, fresh, like
That-
a
that-
bouquet of flowers.
That might be Thistle. He does that kind of thing.
I'll peek around the corner.
Yeah.
Do not let an ape down here.
I don't
know
so
what your
he's
situation is. No animals in this
Thistle,
section.
can you back to Thistle?
I'll put the invisible down. I'll drop shapeshift and I'll drop concentration on the
As it
invisibility.
would. What?
Yeah. So he was. I mean, look at me. I can't carry both.
We have to transport him.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hi. Thistle.
We stumbled upon a kidnapping ring, and so I don't like seeing kids in those situations. So
I mean, neither.
yeah. So we killed the guys doing
She
it.
goes to inspect them overall. She touches over the scar type of thing, and she goes,
Shh, you did well, my dear Buttercup. These are ex-members of the
Inspiration
network.
to the D.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Can we just give one back?
Just trade, just chips. Yeah, you did good.
she will take a chalk, right, because the board's chalk,
Right.
and she will cross off one of the things on the board listed. It is the top one,
Oh.
like the top, like not the most
Right,
valuable.
right, no.
The very height of it.
I'm just like,
The best one.
I know I shouldn't be in there, so I'm just like holding my staff and just like
Yeah.
real closed off, just like.
Sorry, that's all.
Okay,
Okay.
so the top one that is X'd out overall, She crosses that one off completely.
Oh.
I had someone working this case, but it seems that you've closed the case for them. So these were two ex-members of the network that had absconded from us, gone under hiding, and apparently had started working for the guard somewhere. But a copper outpost, I'm assuming.
We had kind of set up a call for help because the kids we found were poisoned. We weren't sure if it was safe to move them, so we were trying to get the guards' attention because we wanted the kids to be safe. And these guys showed up.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they are actual members of the Copper Guard Post or just using that as
These uniforms are official. The guards are very careful about who they let in.
okay.
These two are trained operatives, though, that they can infiltrate for sure.
Of course.
Our current members that are working on this situation had let us know that the Copper Outpost, there was a cut being taken from margins and things, so you do not know that it's being a new member, but we have our own sort of operation that runs out of there. Everything above board for sure, but secret from the guards.
Makes
so
sense, right.
we have a few operatives in place. These two must have replaced those two overall.
I see.
And that's why the suspicions arose. Our normal check-ins had not been checking in, so we had sent some. And yes, there was definitely different numbers on our margins and things taken from them. So
I see.
I'm assuming that they got involved in the wrong crowd type of thing. So
That's definitely what it looked like. I'm a little concerned that this kidnapping ring may be larger than.
So the kidnappers, did any of them have a snake tattoo? A marking of a snake somewhere on them?
Did I notice one?
No.
Not that I observed.
The only evidence we have found of any sorts of kidnapping charges happening, I know Kirsten has been working closely on this with you as well, is a man named Tarbon Zizek. He is a rival purveyor of our sort of lifestyle. He has been the figurehead of the kidnapping ring overall, so it's possible that the men you ran into were his underlings or someone in attachment with him overall.
They jumped ship to work for him, possibly.
There is a few unscrupulous groups that do similar things to us, but a little more on the darker side.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of them ex-members, or lots of them were coming over by ship and then kind of trying to start their own new, not really knowing who's who in town, sorts of things. So we've eliminated a lot of these threats in the past, kind of keeping it our way here, but you could say they're rival gangs of some sort. So Tarbon himself has done some kidnapping things, something we do not ever condone here. So we have been on his tail for some time, but he's the only way we've tied into any sort of kidnapping, but possible they worked together.
Just for my notes, what was that full name?
Tarbon Snake.
Okay.
It is one of those.
One. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's all tying together.
Yeah,
They're working on the same thing.
Right. I didn't see anybody with the snake, but I did run across a guy with a interesting eye, and
So that is on Gutrag.
No,
I
he
took
took-
Gutrag
Okay,
because
gotcha.
I didn't want Gutrag walking around with
Perfect,
it. So I
okay.
took my coat and I wrapped it in that.
Okay.
So I've had that.
She goes, "Oh, my, you have done splendid work. I had no idea that this had gone this deep. This is a revelation of this. If Tarbon and Darkeye here have been in cahoots, this is definitely a power move by the other rivals. So,
And we have reason to believe from the orders that we procured that someone named Red Eye is also in cahoots.
Really?
He and Dark Eye were working together.
they are brothers.
That makes sense.
Notorious.
That
yes,
makes
across
sense.
the land,
Okay.
yes, so, yeah. Something, you may have noticed the eye, something had happened with these brothers that gave them extraordinary abilities with these eyes. It was very clear that they could see out of these eyes in an unnatural way. Sometimes in complete darkness, sometimes in various conditions you would not expect. But they always had exceptional vision out of these eyes. We're not quite sure, but
Interesting.
above what I know. But if it's true that there's some sort of ploy, there might be a big push of the rival gangs to kind of go against us. So Dark Eye and Red Eye are notorious across all of Fairwood.
I see.
So they had set up camp here. It had taken us years to kind of root out their operations and things. The fact that you killed one of these is a mark of greatness. So
Well, it wasn't just me. I had plenty of help from my companions. I was a little foolhardy in my approach of this. But,
You had something to do with this as well?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reward for bringing in the dead man here. Takes chalk again and marks off another dark island. So between the two overall, there has already been some gold paid out for the operation. We had this thing set up to kind of end the copper outpost scene coming up, but see now we don't have to. Overall, I will say it's marked at 2,500 gold. But seeing how things have gone, and the sting operation was quite costly, I will offer you, say, 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
There's definitely a tension that kind of hits the air that's noticeable.
Ow.
Just open case number 4.
Because that's
Call the
that's kind of a low blow for what's offered.
No doubt.
But
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I do understand the cost of the operation. We kind of stumbled into the middle of that and dealt with what is potentially months of work. How can I get a read on Sylvia and
Sure.
try to see?
Yeah, you can try.
Tug his coat, guidance.
Okay.
Check.
Get an insight check.
Ooh, that guidance hitting strong.
Yeah. That's a 14.
Okay. She is impossibly hard to read.
Of course she is.
This is legitimately what she's built for. All right.
Fair enough.
However,
However,
it is very clear that she is giving an obvious tell, wanting you to try to pick up on this. This is a
Okay.
bit of a test, a little bit of a banter here type of thing.
Gotcha.
She's kind of testing your mettle a little bit. That
Okay.
is very obvious to pick
Okay.
up on. How do you respond to
And
that?
the total was 2,500. Shit, yeah.
That's the initial that she gave you, and she offered 1,000.
Well, I can accept the word that you guys put into this thing, and that we kind of stumbled our way into that. But dealing with Dark Eye was not a mean feat for my companions and I. And
of course not. Yes, he's
being
very competitive.
yeah, he did those arrows do quite a number, and then being ambushed by these two fine gentlemen here. Directly after that, definitely, we're definitely feeling that. Considering the kidnapping operation and all that, I think 2,000 sounds fair.
Give me persuasion with disadvantage, and then we will cut to you.
Okay.
Because I know we
So
talked
guidance
about
still is going.
Oh. Disadvantage, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Ooh.
first one is a dirty 20.
Okay.
37. Go.
Hey. Second one is that is also a dirty 20.
Wow.
Nice.
Good
So
roll.
I think there's
Nice.
actually a thing
Oh, yeah,
that
with your deal,
happens.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't roll the same number on the face of the die, so that doesn't
Gotcha.
matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stay there and we'll cut over. Okay.
Okay.
So you
I
get
see.
to Genta's
Yeah.
overall. And she says, we gotta try to remember which it was higher pitched.
It was.
So she's like, oh, hello.
Oh, that's right.
Jetta, how's the work coming?
Oh, it was fantastic. Working with this, it was great. So I put a little bit of my own flair in there. I think you'll like it. She holds up a axe. It has two sides to it, okay? And your axe initially, it had a bit of an end to it, but it was a thicker end and it had kind of a one-facing side. She extended that metal out, and most of the ore kind of made up the second half. So the back end of your blade is that bluish ore that kind of has that glow to it type of thing, very sharp on the edge, but it kind of has like the ore kind of still looks like veins coming out type of thing like you normally see on that, with a nice ingot in the middle, that symbol type of deal that you had hopped on there. The other half, where you had cracks before, is filled in by the ore. And so it's not quite a yin-yang sort of thing, but it's more like an edge is prominently the ore and the other edge is just filled in by the ore.
Okay.
It has a more dwarven texture to it on this side. The entire handle's been reworked and refitted. All the grip was taken off of it, shredded out.
It was reinforced with a nice metal, sheened over, glossed down sort of thing, and a new handle was wrapped on it type of thing. What color do you want that wrap to be? It's a fancy axe.
Oh,
We
It's a
talked.
very nice
Yeah,
axe.
We talked.
it's nice.
It's a very nice axe.
I want it to be like black.
Okay, so you have that black grip on the handle there type of thing with that bluish hue on the axe. It's going to function as a magical battle axe, no plus type of thing. If you choose to hit with the ore end, the face of that, you have one charge at dawn. When you hit an enemy with it, they need to succeed a DC 15 Dex saving throw. Let's say Constitution saving throw, or be moved 300 feet in your direction of your choosing.
Dimension door.
That's fun.
Yeah, and I will say
Offensive
for
dimension door. That's
I will say for purposes type of thing, we're gonna avoid the 300 straight in the air to drop to death situation of that. So it has to be safely in 300. Yeah, but it will
Fair
get the
enough.
job done on that. Yeah, because that would just be busted as well.
300 feet that way onto a precarious
So-
bridge. That
so
That's
looks like
fine.
it might fall.
I'm fine
So-
with that. Yeah.
So give me.
Or if there's like an
three
obvious
turns in
It's a
combat,
precarious
I'll mold
bridge. We do
Earth
300
like
feet
15
that
feet
way,
down,
but also
to
a
put
little
some
up
space,
so
and
that
then
if
just
I
put them in that space.
That stuff I'm fine with. Like if you guys plot it out, or if there's like a lava pit or something, fine. Okay,
Okay.
but I'm just avoiding the whole.
Still,
Yeah, it can't be a launch
yeah.
and splat because that would be every time.
It's
so.
just, the angle of the ore, you can't get it quite straight
yeah,
out.
yeah, it's got to be
There's-
in the swing.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. The vectors. Vectors
Yeah.
are important.
Like I'm gonna admire like her work.
Oh yeah.
You've done a great job, and I'm gonna try to find the balance point
Okay.
on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it around. Be just like in awe of the craftsmanship.
Out of all the weapons you felt, the balance point in this axe is almost unilateral across the thing. The entire
so
thing
you
almost
hold it, like,
feels
here,
balanced. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it is a very well designed. Like you feel like you could just whip this thing at any point. Like it's balanced all the way through.
Nice.
It seems almost odd because a lot of the weight should be in the hand,
Yeah.
in the head, but yet this whole thing you have control of.
Nice.
Out of the 60 gold that I took from the two,
Yeah,
is it like regular gold? Like it's not.
it's
like-
gold coin.
Yeah. So
You, I mean, you don't know. It was in their pockets.
I'm gonna give her 30
Okay.
for like appreciation of like. This.
Oh, that's great. That's 30% more of what I asked for there. So if you need any service in the future, I'll remember what you've done today.
I'll definitely be coming back.
Give me tales of what she can do.
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
quite proud
will.
of my work.
You've done really great, Jetta. I appreciate it.
I work non-stop, and you just see she's covered in oil, soot, metal shards. There's been a lot of work done in the area with the castings and things. You see, she made an entire other battle axe. It's kind of a print, like a front, you tested it out type of thing. It kind of looks like a rough mold of what yours would be type of thing. So she definitely put the effort into making this.
I grin at her. Lots of blood will be shed in your name.
Maybe not quite that far. But I like nice stories. Maybe dice it up a little bit. No, like bad guys, fine, but you're just in general, And she has a moment where she thinks, like, did I just unleash a serial killer? And she kind of, what? But she kind of comes to and she goes, I'm a weaponsmith. It's going to come with the job.
That makes
So many guards are gonna do
Is it
it.
office?
So as I'm walking away,
Lazuli will fall.
as I walk away, like I'm chuckling.
Yeah.
Like this is amazing.
Very
just like
nice.
in the whole time,
Very
like on
nice.
the way out.
Jetta just has an Oppenheimer moment.
Jeez, yeah. I would be the destroyer of the world.
And I'm gonna put it in its
Nice.
holder and walk my way back to her side.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Gutrag. Last we left
I'm
off.
just wiping my ass.
Okay. You had an incident. Yeah, you're able to freshen up decently overall. It takes about a half hour to get everything situated. It wasn't like a widespread. It was just really soaked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in
Okay.
yeah,
Hopefully it has
Alright.
another diaper you have.
Spare like
I'm gonna do some Kegels,
Okay. Stiffen it up.
stiffen it up a little bit.
Some breathing exercises. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Make a mental note to stop slowly instead of.
I'll go into the bar and just look around and see if I see the rest of my family.
Okay, so they're not in the bar there.
Yeah.
Brack is cleaning up a mug type of thing. He goes, "Hey, you didn't smell very good coming in here. Everything okay?"
What are you talking
I think you know what I'm talking about.
about? I don't know what you're talking about. It must have been one of the guys that I killed earlier.
He pulls it's an ale that has a stranger color to it. It's a darker kind of green.
He goes, "It is my own blend. I've been there. This should help out, man to man."
I don't know if you can feed this to dead guys, because dead guys poop themselves when they die.
It turns
They
around,
do.
so-
Thank you.
It definitely settles the stomach. It doesn't have the greatest flavor, but you think this is kind of a natural remedy of that situation there. So
Good.
Get a little
Chaser
ginger
with
in there.
sure, yeah, he gives you an ale on that.
On the house. How about that? So, compatriots are close. I'm sure they'll come gather you when the time is. So,
Thank you.
okay. Anything else? Your food? Anything like that?
Yeah, it was something special today.
We actually we have a boar that one of my friends actually hunted and brought it in. Killed fresh today. It should be ready here in about an hour, but we're cooking the whole thing, and everyone here will have a discount on it, but it'll be kind of a special treat.
Give me a slice furthest from the ass.
Okay. You want snout?
Yeah,
You want
sounds
snout?
good.
Okay, that's all right. Snout, 1 copper will run you a plate. I'll give you a good hook for the snout. So, you guys do get a waft of a very meaty preparation happening. There's hints of vegetables you definitely pick out. They're using carrots and potatoes as the main side. So.
Cartoon style, where it's like the smell grabs you and just levitates you. Follow it back
This will
up.
just go up the stairs.
With the dirty 20, Sylvia says, I see there was a little bit of persuasion in your turn. I think I can handle 2,000 would be fine. So she hands it over. She goes, for future reference, it is always good to know the actual price of these sting operations overall. This sting in particular, I had 2 people working this for 100 gold each. This is only a 200 cost overall. So our pockets at 300, maybe less for the future overall. Decent job overall. Did better than expected. So.
Good to know. Good to know.
So she slides you the 2,000. She goes, I will take these members into my own custody type of thing, and just forcibly kind of sits them up with the chairs.
Okay.
And she has a particular type of whistle,
Mhm.
and an unsavory folk comes in type of thing with the same type of deal. She goes, we will get the information that we need from them. So this is sort of our specialty. So the night is yours. Thank you for your services overall. But
Yeah,
of course, for you, you are welcomed anytime to the frontier, but cannot go beyond. Overall, we have a little bit of issues. So, but if you're with back all day, type of thing. So,
Okay.
Thank you, Sylvia.
anytime, so you could now be on your way. So, anything else that you learn on that, bring it to me overall. But I know Kason is working a case with you. Yes. What was it? Magical voice at the door. I have a very special request of him. It should be tonight. He'll be coming in probably if everything went smoothly. So he will give you the rundown of our situation. So
Okay, sounds like a plan. Well, thank you for your time, Sylvia.
anytime.
You have a lovely night.
You two, you're dismissed. Please have a wonderful time. So, and you see her putting on gloves.
Okay.
They are hiding in the anus. Sorry, I had to.
Brave Peter is. I
Just
put the
shield
right
Thistle's
in
eyes.
the right- All right, you guys go upstairs. You see a very healthy-looking Gutrag. Around this time is when Badur enters in. So you guys are all kind of roughly now met up again at the Careless Tap. There is that smell is now taking over the Careless Tap. There are a lot of people coming in specifically for this boar. The plate of the snout comes out. You get the tip of the snout. It's about that big. So you're thinking this boar was quite large
That's a
overall.
big boar.
Plates of meat just start coming out, and they're full. So, I mean, you're getting a bang for your buck for a copper. It's copper a plate, and he's just dishing these suckers out like hotcakes. You get a peek back at the kitchen. Every cooking spot is full of meat, and you're seeing the bones of this thing are as tall as you.
Oh, Lord.
Large boar, yeah.
Nice. So on coming out and kind of mingling with whatever crowd's there, kind of avoids
made it back.
Yes,
Yes.
you walked in the front, yeah.
Yeah,
They
okay.
came at first, met up, and then you met it shortly after.
Yeah.
Within
Yeah,
minutes
so
or-
I-
Wait, sit down. With,
I'd be heading over to Gutrag's table.
Yep.
Badur!
Gutrag.
My goodness, what is that?
Feast your eyes, and I hand you over the axe.
That is amazing.
That is a beautiful piece of work, sir.
You immediately notice feeling it, the balance.
Yeah.
That is
What's your name?
unnaturally.
So
yeah.
so like I'm like doing that
Once
where I'm
the
like
blood
moving my
hits it.
handle along
Ah.
my shaft,
Perfectly valid.
going all the way to the
like
pommel,
a baptism.
like
Yeah.
the
Yes.
very end of
Baptized in blood.
You're saying I'm
I
holding
see,
in
I
the
see.
pommel and
Seems
the end of the it's
What?
floating like this.
Every
Still
good
balanced,
weapon
yeah.
is in it.
You're
So-
feeling that weight wherever your hand goes is
She
where that
told
weight is
me
going.
that once
It's
a day,
clearly magical. The axe is just hanging off my hand.
once a day, I can use that end to send somebody 300 feet in whichever direction I choose.
Does it
Straight
hurt
into
them?
the air.
Immediately.
Does it hurt them?
I believe so.
Does it
We'll
hurt
have to
them?
try.
If I 300 feet into something,
Or does it teleport them, or does it just straight move them?
It's the spell dimension door.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, it's gonna magically transport them.
You're not
Alright,
eating.
well,
It's
then-
And it's
not.
worded send,
Yeah.
like if it happens, you'll see what happens type of thing. But
Yeah,
it's not.
she said, yeah.
So
Yeah,
not
to
quite
your
like-
knowledge, you don't know. Yeah.
Not quite like catapult.
Yeah,
Put
no,
them
no.
we can
inside of a
find
wall.
out.
Like,
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you'll see when you try it out. But
Okay.
the send is the-
It's beautiful. What kind of oil do you use to clean it?
Interesting.
I didn't ask.
You didn't ask?
Let me smell.
Blood of your enemies.
What kind of oil is it?
That's really hard for you to distinguish from. It definitely smells
Smell it.
like the plastic. You're like, oh, of course, it's Linseed.
Yeah,
That's
Relax smell.
It's
This-
a mixture of linseed and mineral oil.
the odor is identical to the Pride of the Dwarves. So you think whatever they're using to
Extra against.
quelch, I think is the word, or quench or something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
right?
quench.
Yeah, you don't know if it's oil or water they're using quite for that, but whatever that smell is what you're picking up off of the blade there.
Dwarf juice.
We can find some of that.
I love Buck just sitting there, stork juice, of course, like brooding the whole time. Stork juice, yeah,
Everyone knows that.
yeah, come on, it's coming up.
I did tell her that we will be returning and purchasing more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is an example of her work. Absolutely.
Does she sell steaks?
Did I see?
You think she could pretty much whip up anything offensive in that sort of, I mean, she's clearly a weaponsmith.
Yep.
She has sticks?
Yes.
Defensive sticks?
Steaks or sticks.
No.
Roll initiative right now.
Whole person.
You say it with your mouth. Sticks or not sticks.
I'll pull out my stick and be like,
It's clearly there's a difference between our sticks.
You see,
Offensive.
just
Defensive.
describe your club. This is one of the first times I really.
it's it looks like if you had gotten a trunk of a tree, and instead like the whole bait from the trunk down up, and instead it just shaped it down to a handle.
So you just
So it's just like progressively gets wider to the end.
Nice.
There are also gems inlaid in there, correct?
Yes, there are.
There's
There
a.
are.
It's like a crest or something, or it's a picture of something.
Oh man,
Yeah, because it was
I know I
dust,
flavor
correct?
texted it, but
Yeah.
it was a dust. It glow. I think it was glowing.
I don't think this is the first time I've ever seen this thing. Do you
Yeah.
mind if I hold it?
Of course. Feel
And usually
free.
when we see it, it's covered in blood. It's kind of hard to see the details
That
of
is
that.
true.
I like to get the cracks filled.
I'm gonna like inspect and take in his.
When you hold it, it doesn't have that unnatural sort of balance feel. The weight of this is primarily where you'd expect it to be, but it's very dense on that area. What you notice is that there is 0 damage done to the wood of this, and you've seen
And
him
he's
being beaten the hell out of things. This thing is incredibly durable where it's at, and that the craft of this is a fine make, but it doesn't look like a tool worked on this. It's that fine. It's unlike anything you've seen. Like usually when you see something carved, you have that kind of mark on it or all that. This is completely smooth, as if like molded or formed, like stone formed or something like that. Now it has that trunk appearance for sure, but it's unnaturally smooth in that regard.
We'll say as 6 inches above where you actually grip it. There's just inlaid gems around in a circle.
Okay.
A little ring around it.
Cool.
Okay.
A little bit of sparkle on the top.
Perfect.
Do you know what tree this came from?
Because I
A big one.
came into this game with this great axe that I
It is a club, great club.
Great club.
Yeah,
So
this is
that's
from.
why it's-
This has been with you for
For a long
times, all
time,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
turned it into this.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes, with the cloth and all that.
Yes. And
Um,
I don't know if you say that or not, but that.
Well, I've had the woods. I found it. I didn't fell the tree myself, but I found it.
It's always looked like this.
No. I actually Thistle and I we found some.
A nice wrap.
It's like a cloth, but it had the writing on it. It was
It's-
very.
It's like if you're trying to make like a stew, you add all these ingredients into it and you like boil it and you put the lid on. But instead of that, it's like a club. And
I
a
like
cloth.
it. It was like a butterfly, but it was like a caterpillar before.
Love that analogy.
It was like dough going into the oven and bread coming out.
Also amazing.
It was like ore and then becoming metal.
amazing. That.
This is
We're just gonna keep going out. Keep on going out.
So wait, his description sparking something. If you want to.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like something I picked up a couple towns back.
Do you have one? You show it to me.
Well, I don't have a club, but
No, the cloth, right?
no, yeah. So I'll reach into my.
Do you have stew?
You have a
No,
caterpillar?
cooking's not my strong. No, I'll reach into one of my inner vest pockets
Save it.
and pull out a cloth that's covered.
Just
Identical.
identical.
Just like this.
It's the same thing.
So
You
okay.
can make your small bunk into a big bunk.
Well, I don't do that much
Small bunk
bonking,
into a
but
big bunk, I love
I'm
it.
sure we'll find some use for that. And speaking of, I have a little something for you all, and I will pull out 3 purses and hand one to each of you.
I can feel like the.
Thank you.
There's a lot of weight
I've always
there.
wanted one.
Yeah. Yeah, there are
Pull one out.
500 gold pieces inside.
Oh my god!
What is this for?
Turns out that dealing with those kidnappers was a much better idea than we initially thought. There were the guy with the glowy eye was wanted by some of my friends.
Is there more people wanted? We can continue
Well,
doing this type of work.
his companion, his brother actually, is on that list.
So the head was worth something.
It was. And the 2 guys that attacked us were also worth it also.
See, 2 better than 1.
Yeah,
We should have brought that little flying one.
maybe so.
Did you ask her about the little flying one?
You know, I didn't. I was kind of getting hit with a lot. A lot there. We stumbled into
Is
something
he
a lot.
flustered right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot more going on there than we thought. We kind of
See, I don't.
we screwed up a sting operation and
Barkeep
See, I don't-
around. And I,
See, I don't understand like a lot that happens in society, like all the rules and customs and stuff like that. But the natural side of it, she was definitely flirting with Puck. She called him a buttercup. I've
I
never seen it.
chuckle at
I've
that.
never heard a butterfly called that. So it's got to be sweet.
Pull out the horn. Lucky guy.
Oh no.
Speaking of the little one, did you grab that talisman around its neck?
Do you still have the one I gave you?
Yeah.
Bugs like
So we just-
subconsciously
so
like smoothly
what
my
do they
doors.
do?
Nice.
I don't know. Not really. They find other
Sure, my
ones and they
trinkets
do
are-
things.
Nice.
We were supposed to find all of them, but then the person that told us to go find all of them got killed.
And what was the purpose of finding them all?
It was something about.
Bringing them together and putting them together?
This is where our knowledge
Behaves.
is knowing more than what our characters I think know.
Oh.
You guys were told from Gutrag is his backstory. So basically, he's Dragonborn. There was a emerald dragon that was caring for his tribe. They ended up breeding over time, intermingling. That's where the Dragonborns were coming from overall. That dragon died.
So this one we know about the legacy.
Yeah, you know the legacy of that.
Okay.
Yes, and then Katsu said, "I was my tribe elected me to continue some sort of mission. 'Cause these yearn for the other ones out there, and that's as far as he got with that
Okay.
when he died." So
Okay.
They
Yeah.
love each other.
We want to put them all together because it used to be some type of crown or something for legacy for the Dragonborn people in this area. But it was lost to history.
Ah. You talked to the guy over there about it?
No.
Maybe he's kind of draggony.
Yeah, but I don't know. The last person I gave it to that was a Dragonborn that had it got killed, so I don't want to kill anyone else.
Fair enough. He does seem pretty capable, though.
So
You
did
look
the other
over,
guy.
he's got like 4 plates, and he's just carrying this board. Yeah, he's definitely enjoying it.
Fair enough. I understand.
Besides finding the other ones, they
Actually,
properties on them.
they do stuff that makes you feel a little bit like more resilient to certain things. But the thing that killed the guy who told us about it, it was actually one of the dark arrows. We just found another one again.
I'll pull out the 2 dark arrows and I'll set them on the table.
Looks like the one Sparkly shot at Gutrag?
So they might have killed him. Which is why he probably has one of them.
Well, that makes me more nervous about Sparkly's brother. Hopefully he's
there
not
are
a
2
notch.
arrows on the table.
I'll say they look like a pretty good match to me.
I'm gonna like lean forward and take a look at the arrows.
How would you like to look at them? What angle?
What angle?
Yeah. What are you looking for specifically?
Yeah, I'm gonna like just pick it up from that from the side because I saw what happened when.
My hand's just over them, and then as soon as your hand goes out, I just tap you real quick. Guidance.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna like inspect the metal, and I'm just gonna try to like get a feel for what it's made of and what.
Are you trying to do like what nature of this is? Or are you gonna try to do like investigation of like the look of it? Like how are you know
What
what I mean?
nature of it?
Okay, so give me a nature roll now. So I'm leaving this one pretty open. There's a lot going on with these.
Am I able to help and guidance?
No.
Okay. That's what I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
14.
14. Okay. You're uncertain what you're looking at. I'll give you. You notice the weight's different between these 2.
The weight's different.
The
between
weight
the
is
2?
different enough for you're like these are 2 different weighted objects. So you're thinking either different artisans,
Okay.
same material, or different material, same artisan, or a mix of any of those.
Okay.
But you think there is a difference? You just don't know what exactly.
Yeah.
Just their weight's different.
I'm going to tell you, yeah, the weight is off on this one compared to this one.
So they're different.
They look
Identical.
identical, but it could be a number of things.
One could have been the other brother.
What?
The other brother could be the other brother.
Oh, you think the brothers made it?
Oh, yeah.
Belongs to one
Yeah.
and the other.
What he said.
But how do we know that the brother was the one that killed Katu?
I know.
Which
take
one
it
is
and
the
take
one
a-
that you took from Katu?
Do I have any way to distinguish the 2 now?
No, you do know the weight difference though. You notice the weight difference when he pulled. But yeah,
I
you
will-
think they're identical.
It's
yeah.
this one.
Perfect.
I will take them. I'll guidance myself, and
Okay.
I'll see if I'll do a nature check also to see what kind of material they're made out of.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Wow.
I'll give you the same DC as before.
The my guidance is hitting big.
Nice.
That's 19.
19
Hey.
Okay, so you're clear enough that these are 2 different materials. You don't know what the materials are. But I will give you the heavier one is an iron. That's clear.
Okay.
You do not know the other, but it's a different material.
Huh.
This one's actually made out of iron. This might be why it's a little bit heavier. I don't know what this one's made out of though.
And again, appearance, identical. Same color, same shape, same functionality.
Maybe your furnace. No.
You've seen some of these before. A few members, especially of the more kill wing, have these on them.
Do you know anything about this?
About these
Guidance.
Wow.
click, dude. That was the one tucked it in there.
About either of these specifically, I don't know much. I do know that some of the friends of the people I work for use similar arrows.
Are they identical?
I would have to get a lot closer to be able to say. From the distance with which I've interacted with them, they look pretty much identical.
Perfectly identical.
Perfectly identical. But I'm not particularly versed in that sort of craftsmanship.
What are the
Are
odds
the-
of your people killing the person that they know?
He was killed here, correct?
Was it in this one? Yeah. Okay.
I would say
Right over there.
that's
There's this white jock. That's his. That's him.
Yeah.
That's,
You see that stain in the corner?
Is it wood
it's
floor?
not even at the
It's
right
wood floor,
spot.
yeah.
Is it craft to make a lighter?
Every time he
oh
comes in.
god. Yeah.
What are we doing with floors?
Stop that.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Starts brushing it off.
I-
Dark one.
Feel like it would definitely be against their best interest to stage an assassination like that at a place that is significant to them, right? You know.
Wait, but the lady that called you Buttercup said that she had two operatives that were no longer her operatives anymore, and then they probably became the operatives of the other people.
Right. And
What if
so-
they were people that got taken?
Plus, isn't it easier to kill somebody in your own house than their house?
It does make
It,
sense.
it is, but that also draws attention. Right, that kind of thing draws attention.
Yeah.
And these are the kind of people that don't want to be noticed.
It was very
They just
nice.
they just got
And so killing someone in that way makes a statement, right? You don't want to
Right.
make a statement like that on your front doorstep.
Brack steps in to the conversation and he goes,
I can't help but notice y'all talking quite loud again. Probably not smart to just say that in the open. I will say, I am the front guard here at this establishment, and I have never seen a more organized hit than on that day. The way it was set up, there was a distraction set in the back of a high enough caliber to draw my attention, and when I went out there, a complete ghost story, nothing there. But they had staged it well enough where I was convinced I was needed immediately back there. Someone to do this, to pull off and have no sense with casing in the corner, is a very, very highly trained operative, someone of the likes that we have never seen before.
Kazan was here, all that one.
Yes,
Jason was here when that went down.
no doubt.
Yeah.
So then,
So if we're dealing with someone, it's someone we've never encountered before.
I'll keep
Anyone we've trained or come across, this is too high of a brow job for them.
Is that the level of
So-
Yes.
So probably not
Brack,
the brother then.
I
What?
found another one.
You have two assassin arrows.
I pull up the topaz talisman.
Oh! You have two. What are those?
It's the thing that they killed him for.
What? There's more?
We didn't tell him, bro.
We didn't tell him? Oh dear.
well, now
There's
you did.
more.
I saw that, and he points to Emerald on his neck that day, and I remember it was not at the crime scene. And Jason said he was on it, and I know you'd let him know, but now there's more.
Mm-hmm.
Information is very important in my line of work. And trust
I'll
is
slide,
built.
I'll slide the other one out. Put it on the table.
Kaysen should be back tonight.
There's-
Let him know. He will handle that.
There's another two more.
Is that it? Is that it?
I think so.
I'm just just gonna.
And then we're just watching those two, like.
I'm letting them deal with this. But
Just pulling out the
just
nose.
like, just like focusing on the meat in front of me, like I'm not.
I don't know. He looks pretty angry right now.
I don't want him to get too influenced by it.
I'm not worried about him getting hurt. I'm more worried about us getting hurt now.
Funny enough, you see Brack reach in his pocket.
No! No!
You're not the only ones who went to clown college.
That's hilarious.
Information is something that needs to be shared in our line of work.
My nose just like falls off in awe. Just squeaks.
This is very blue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just drinking my beer.
If we run across
So all
any
they
more
see is just three
of this
people
type of
honking horns.
information,
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
noses.
I will make sure that we share it.
That's appreciative.
Yeah, I'm getting caught up on some of the. There's a lot of direction.
I understand.
So I will endeavor to do my best to keep.
Me in the loop.
Yes.
I appreciate it, for sure. Dragonborn Legacy. What? That means nothing to me. What are you talking about?
That's about all we know.
Did the
They
dragon
go together.
They go together and make a crown for a dragonborn.
Okay. Only I can notice. I'm a metallic dragonborn. I believe I went with bronze for him. Bronze and brass, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The man you were with, who's of the emerald variety, cousins, completely different dragon. Maybe it's something with gem dragonborn
Oh.
specifically. I'm metal.
Oh.
Because the one you were wearing was
Topaz.
They're both gems, emerald and topaz.
right. The first one he had was
Emerald.
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 So the one he pulled off the
Topaz.
emerald dragonborn.
No, emerald.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Emerald
the one
and-
he pulled
yeah.
off the emerald dragonborn was
Is
an
emerald.
emerald pendant.
Yes,
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
that's all I got.
Okay. That's all we got. They go together like a crown. Apparently.
Okay. Never heard of any, crown like that.
Me neither.
Is, and forgive me if I'm prying, is there something significant about Gemstone Dragonborn? Or
This is a big gemstone spire in the center.
wait, no, I mean, but within your culture, within your people, is there?
There's
I'm not sure how that all.
There's some
works.
mythos, some history, some lore kind of that wraps around that we're told and somewhat, but it's more of dragons themselves. We don't directly work with them, but there's been rumors and things I've heard of possible origins of certain dragons and different branches and things like that.
Okay.
Again,
Not your
Not my
that's my
forte.
and who knows with some of those things. There's all kinds of nonsense about my people floating around out there. So
Yeah.
who can
The
say?
tieflings didn't know
No
that.
doubt.
We,
The tieflings never met.
if we find anything else, we'll definitely keep you in the loop.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Casey's
No,
more
not totally.
important with that, but
But
I
yeah.
appreciate you telling me
Yeah.
as well.
Never knew about any of
So
that.
both of you,
Long
yeah,
talk.
no problem to let both of you know what's going on.
Appreciate it. Okay. I'm gonna return to my board. So,
It's tasty.
It's excellent.
Oh, yeah. I was very happy with my friend.
I'll do one last squeak. Thank you for your service. For the notes, is what I was trying to.
Oh, anytime. And this is the most relaxed you've seen him. I think Boar has put him in a quite good mood.
Okay.
Nice.
We have about 10 minutes left. Anything else to wrap up? It's probably around 9-ish in game, maybe just with all the festivities, the talk, that sort of thing.
There is something I want to do, but it's next day.
Okay, next day on that. Okay, and we can. I mean, anything else to wrap up the night? Are we gonna rest? Fit something?
Yeah.
Any sort of?
I will see if I can use the locator on the topaz.
Okay. It definitely goes off. Nothing in the radius. You're
Okay.
just getting the pings of you two.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. So.
Better. Yeah, I think after. Well, I would be waiting for Case.
Okay. He arrives around 10:30.
I believe that's for him, so I am gonna eat and then call it a day.
Okay. Go rest up. Okay, you can long rest without a hitch. Anything?
Yeah.
Anything from you two before we finish up with that?
I think
No.
I think so.
Good for long rest. Good for long
Good
rest.
for long rest.
You three, it'll be a silver, I believe, is what I was charging a night. So silver for that, you're free because you got the thing.
Right.
Kason comes in. He says, "Buck, all right. So brainstormed a bit, so to talk to Sylvia to get the finer details down. But in general, we need information. Okay. As far as we know, it's going to be two of the higher ups. We're expecting an entourage, though, with previous stories we've heard. There's going to be more people at this sort of thing. So we're thinking two groups: an inner group, probably you and one of your trusted comrades, and then outer group, other comrades, and some supplied by the network. Trying to handle the outside threat if there may be. There's been some magic at play in the past with this group. Keep your eyes savvy peeled for that. I brought a just in case. It was a item from a friend who. You've heard of the pillars. Is that correct?
I've heard rumors.
There are 3 pillars that are the foundation, kind of face, you'd say, of the different districts. The Stone District has one, Iron District, and the Steel District.
Yeah.
Okay. I spoke to the Iron District pillar, whose name is Viridian Ashana. No. That is, she is a cleric. So she runs Iron. Steel,
Just add the topaz.
one of the Songbird deal.
Yeah.
He's got those. So I talked to Viridian
You want me to
Ashana.
add both of them in my inventory?
She has enchanted this, and he pulls a sunstone.
Okay.
It's a very orangish, yellow kind of, and it seems to glow like the sun type of thing. Doesn't really give off light per se, but has that same luminescence, like internally type of thing. So smooth stone. She's enchanted this with a sunburst spell. Very strong magic. It does a lot of radiant kind of effect. Okay. Never used these before. She said this would do the trick against something of the ilk we're facing. Okay. This is not to be used lightly. This is a last resort situation. I believe the radius. We can check. But it'll be able to cast thorns. But the radius is a 30-foot radius, so 60-foot diameter type of thing. It will affect anyone and everyone, including yourself. Okay. So very, very dangerous. One-time use. This will crack upon use everything. But if you can get close enough to the higher ups and you deem it worthy, go for it type of thing. So I know the risk we're putting you at in this situation. You're one of the only ones that can get in this situation that's not already known or has caught their eye in this way.
Right. I understand. Just as an aside, have I been disguising myself as a different tiefling for infiltration or just talk?
Specifically, when these have met you, it's been when you're Puck.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you were noticed enough early on when you came across.
Okay.
Your other disguises, you've gotten some looks for sure.
Mhm.
You were approached as Puck
Okay.
on that.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and again, we don't know the operation. We don't know the hierarchy. What we're exactly dealing with. Our previous story said there was some pretty high up ritual kind of magic that was going on of some sort. If you think something's about to happen, or pull the plug on it, that's what it is. It'll give off enough light. It's definitely a signal to the outside group that we will engage, or we at least know that's off. Again, I'm assuming something's going to be happening on the outside that we'll have to take care of. It'll be maybe a shit show. We might be clean about this. We don't know. We're kind of blind here on this, but this is our best shot at getting some info on this. So, and again, I know killing's not your style. If we can avoid that, awesome on that. But again, I can't just send you in there with nothing.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the opportunities, but I'm not dying for this information.
Oh, I hear. No, I mean, I'd be the same. It's very appreciative over everything, but
As long as we're on the same page there, I think we can move forward with this, and I'll see what I can do.
okay. He will discuss to you the layout and the plan. I'll just tell you what off time when we're going over the general setup. But basically, the meeting, they're going to take you inside of one of their buildings. Is the ease of it type of thing.
Okay.
He is telling you to expect something different on the inside because it's similar, more of a rundown section is what they've heard of before, but that location seems to move. So
Gotcha.
What to expect from there. Okay.
So one last question for
Yeah.
Kason.
Yeah.
Of my companions, which one would he recommend to be my bodyguard?
Probably not. someone that has a tendency to banter a bit, one of your more quiet compatriots, if you can muster that.
Gotcha.
If the wrong thing is said at the wrong time, it could blow the cover on the entire operation.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
someone
And
you think
are,
could keep a tight lip during that time.
are Gutrag and Thistlebum known to?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
gave him one of the first stories. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
they're more known than Badur at this point. But,
Okay, well, I mean to the people that I'm infiltrating.
Oh,
Because their
we can
friend,
assume
their
yes.
friend was
Yeah.
exploded or whatever.
We can assume yes, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so with those kind of in mind, I would,
Default.
I would probably ask Badur
Your half-brother.
if he's willing. Yeah, if he's willing to do that. Since you guys are known, and that might. There's a possibility that might arouse suspicion. I mean, who can forget Gutrag,
That is true.
right? I mean, it's so.
Okay. So is it safe to say you two on the in, you two on the out?
I think, given the information I have, that seems to be the best approach to try to get the information we're going for.
Okay.
I
With that?
think so.
Okay.
If that is okay with you.
Session good?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think so.
Long rest goes off without a hitch on you guys, so we can start
Perfect.
fresh in the morning for next day.
Cool.
On next session.
Sounds
And I can
good.
level up.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Fun.
Hey,
I'm
I
happy.
could do this all the time.
I'm happy with my storytelling because it's almost like I'm separating the different little people in one section, the different little people in another section.
Yeah, there you go.
Rest of the
Yeah. it's
The last on the whole deal with turning and all that, you guys get 2,000 XP, you guys get 1,000 XP, just to help balance it out. Okay.
awesome.
I'm gonna shut her down.
I had fun, guys.
That was
I
good.
also had fun. That was awesome.
I know we went a little story heavy with the Sylvia thing, but you
Nice.
guys-
I love it.
Fun.
Yeah.
You ended up clearing up 3 things off that board, and I was like, well, shit, that was a lot. It was good, but was not expecting that.
That's how we roll.
Well, definitely.